If Love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
I don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still till it's all with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motive. No proof, like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what? What is a star? Like another city, the driver's side fly. Wish I could large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch it on YouTube with view for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Hello, Leroy.
What's up there, Tobes?
Oh, just watching my Serbians with a hell of a comeback here today. A hell of a comeback.
I'm reading your text. I mean, not your text, but yeah, your text. And I'm like, what? I can't. Let me go see what's going on with this game. And it was an 8-point game.
I know. No, it was like a 22-point game.
Patty Mills got damn near 30.
Patty Mills could not miss in the first half. You know, the man who's given us maybe the greatest liner in our show history. G'day, everyone. He could not miss. He could not miss. He was unconscious. And they were even saying, like, FIBA Patty Mills is a different Patty Mills. I'm like, where's got that guy last year? Yeah, it would have been amazing. Not the case, though.
G'day, everyone.
Love you, Patty.
Good day.
But yeah, it was the first thing I noticed. It was interesting. I was like, I'm looking at the Serbian bench because the thing with, like, there's only 12 players and you can look. I'm like, I don't see Jović. Where is he? And it was going on for like 3 minutes. I'm like, all right, something's up here. So I went to Twitter. I saw on Tim Reynolds' Twitter account that, yeah, he apparently didn't go out for warmups. He was sick, and he's missing the game. So no Jovi here in the quarterfinals as we start the knockout stage today. Team USA will be in action at 3:30 against Brazil, but Australia was putting it on Serbia. They were putting it on Serbia, and then third quarter. Big comeback. Bogdanović gets going. You know, they got Joker, of course. They just made a little runski with Joker on the bench, which is huge for them because when he goes to the bench, they're usually sunk.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And here's the thing. When Joker is in the game, he doesn't even have to do anything, and he makes an impact.
Yeah.
Right,
but they're like triple teaming it. But like whenever he gets the ball, they're triple teaming it.
Right, but that means everybody else.
Yeah, everybody else eats.
Right, and but when he's off, they're like, all right, man to man. Like it's crazy.
Crazy. Hello, Frog Boy.
Hello.
How's your day going, Nikola Jović?
We were a little worried because we saw Trevor.
Oh,
when the screen came on.
I was going to kind of lay into that a little bit and text you guys and be like, hey, sorry, forgot to mention I'm out today. And then, but I didn't think I'd get the response I wanted.
Oh.
Get a business decision on that one.
Was it rough traffic today there, Frog Boy? Or was it okay?
No, I mean, it wasn't bad. I know
next week.
I was going to say, I know Mrs. Tobin's already back to work, so
yeah,
I'm enjoying the last couple days with not too much action on the Golden Glades.
Trust me, refreshing. You know, I'm glad that we live like literally a walk away from where she works, so like I can weather the storm of driving 2 hours a day, more like 4 hours a day, just to get to our studios. But yes, the kids are in the house today. What are you doing? You making a sandwich there?
Oh, the old Leroy, a 10 a.m. sandwich.
Wait a minute. Is there a rule?
No, what do you got? Tuna? Turkey?
No. Double digits? You're good enough for a sandwich.
Not tuna. I have questions.
I'm not a big tuna fan either. Tuna fan either.
Before Nuna? That's rough.
Let's get to headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy a truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Dolphins have their first joint practice today in minutes against the Atlanta Falcons.
Yep.
Raheem Morris's crew coming into town. Get a little Kirk Cousins, little Michael Penix Jr.
Wait, is he practicing?
I believe so.
He missed all of last year.
He's not playing. He
missed all of last year.
Kirk Cousins?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he had a fully torn Achilles either.
Okay. And he just okay.
But he is but he will not be playing Friday, obviously.
No.
But you got this should be a fun matchup. You got you got some good weapons there on that Atlanta team.
They're really young, and some would say they're up and coming. It just depends on how they incorporate their quarterback and get him up to speed. But they do have a lot of weapons offensively. They have their own Christian McCaffrey. They got some talent outside at tight end. Defensively, which is Raheem Morris's thing. They've been pretty good. They just haven't been able to put it all together, and they haven't had the quarterback play to kind of keep them afloat while everybody else gets going.
Yep. So we'll keep you up to float with all the updates from joint practice today. Probably gonna have a brouhaha. There was a big brouhaha yesterday at Giants Lions camp.
You know why?
Daniel Jones got into it.
Well, good. There you go, buddy.
He did. I mean, he got in there. They had to pull him out. He's like,
Arr. But see, here's the deal. Here's why I get pissed off when quarterbacks do that. Because all your guys going to come in and defend you so you can just act tough.
Oh.
Okay. Meanwhile, one of them could actually get hurt. So you keep your poise and you back everybody else up. You back everybody else out of there. You don't have to have somebody come pull you out. It's the same situation with in Pittsburgh when them in Cleveland went at it and dude took his helmet off.
Oh, Mason Rudolph. Yeah.
Rudolph. Mason Rudolph, you a quarterback. You a quarterback. You know if you get involved in any way that now you basically inciting a riot.
It would be hilarious though if today like Tua had like a Falcons linebacker and he used some of his jujitsu and he goes, shh, that machine.
Really?
Yeah.
He's quicker now. He's about a weight class, 2 weight classes down.
Oh, you got to move fast. Move fast. What else we got? Okay. A couple of NFL news and notes. The Chiefs, they have signed kicker Harrison Butker, 4 years, $25.6 million, $17.75 million of that guaranteed
for a kicker.
Champion kicker though.
All right.
Sorry. And Leroy's Browns could be getting a big upgrade.
They're considering trading for Ayuk. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like they have agreed to trade for Ayuk, and so have the Patriots. It's just a matter of who can give Ayuk the money that he wants.
Oh, so he's first of all.
Senor Gato. Hey, you can't pick tuna and then ask me to open up the tuna while the show's going on.
Oh,
that's not how that works. You got to wait at least 2 minutes when I'm on break.
So here's the deal.
And then Senor Gato comes. He goes, tuna?
Here's the deal. Okay.
That's great.
Making 15 or 16 million a year versus making 14 or 15 and playing in Cleveland or playing in Boston, in New England.
Yep.
Okay. Now I'm not going to tell you what to do and how to get your money, but not all money is good money. Okay. Because here's what happens. If that thing goes sideways, who you think the first people they're going to get rid of? We need to cut bait.
Oh,
we need to get rid of this. So you need to understand what situation you're getting into. Now,
I'm surprised New England's kind of in the. I guess you want to get your young quarterback some support, but like they have their public dispute going on with Judon, so I figured they were just going Chiefs.
Who is more important than a guy you would bring in?
Yeah, so I was
I think that if I had to, again, I'm not telling people what to do with and how they figure out their money.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had to make the decision on where I would end up, it would be Cleveland because they give me a better chance to win. And if you went to New England, right, you're going in there with the attitude that I don't care if I win, I want to get my money.
I will tell you,
and that's what everybody's going to think, right? Is that not what you're going to think?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to the. I mean, that's a pretty great offense. If you bring in Ayuk on top of Amari Cooper, who else do they got? They got Jerry Jeudy this year, right?
Who? Cleveland. Yeah.
Jerry
but
Jeudy.
I think originally it was supposed to be, what I was hearing was Ayuk for Cooper.
Oh, for Amari Cooper. Oh, so a straight up trade.
And I'm not.
You're not down with that?
No, because dude, we do this all the time in sports. We look at a guy and say, well, he's not that fast, and he doesn't do this, and he doesn't do that. The dude had 265 in the game last year. Okay, what are you talking about? Right? Let's at some point, and this is what I say to you all the time. At some point, the numbers have to matter as far as production and what this guy can do. And we do this. I mean, Dallas did it. He's one of the, for lack of a better word, technical wide receivers we have in the league. As far as right running, catching the ball, that okay. So maybe he doesn't run a 4.2. Maybe he doesn't impact the field like Tyreek Hill. But at what point are you going to say, well, he wouldn't be as fast as Tyreek? He did at 265, right? We don't do that.
It does say in the trade talks, because they don't have all the details in the framework, but it says the 49ers would likely acquire a veteran receiver in the trade package with draft picks. But a lot of the, so maybe it will be Amari Cooper, but I thought I saw a lot of people saying they're going to add it to the package this year. So we'll see. I see a lot of Steelers fans are freaking out because they were in the initial trade talks and then they're out.
They're not paying. Pittsburgh, they have an amazing organization. I don't know how they do it. You can write Pittsburgh out every year, and at the end, you're always talking Pittsburgh. I don't care how bad their quarterback play is. I don't care how bad their decisions have been. I don't care how bad their play. At the end of the year, when you're talking about playoff position, you're always talking about Pittsburgh. So for them to think, and maybe it would help, but you don't even know who your quarterback is going to be yet.
No.
Right? So.
And it seems like they're doing the whole thing where maybe we'll use two quarterbacks.
No,
I'm like, what?
No, you're not.
No, that never works.
Never.
Marcos
Never.
is just like, oh, mobile.
Both of them.
Oh, you can do a Bill Belichick. Do a Bill Belichick and use them both at the same time.
They're not the same kind of mobile anymore, especially Russ, dude. He is old.
No, but see, whatever I was calling for Tua to be more mobile, I just need him to, move a little bit, baby.
Hey, so question. Do we feel the way we do about Russ because of his ability or because how he kind of...
Oh, definitely because he's a lame-o.
He's ridiculous. He really is ridiculous.
Okay. Just because he's a lame-o.
Because it's how he goes about his business, right?
Oh, yeah. If he would shut up, it'd be so much better.
Right.
Remember when he was doing on the plane?
Or if he just took away his TikTok.
Yeah.
You'd be in a much better spot.
He's trying so hard to be cool.
Yeah.
And he's really not. And sometimes, listen, Tom Brady got a supermodel. He wasn't considered cool.
He was not.
Right.
By the way, Josh Giddey just hits a 3. We have a tie game. Serbia, Australia, 78 apiece, 3 minutes left.
Josh Giddey's Australian?
Yep.
Oh.
Didgeridoo. It's probably offensive what I'm doing. I apologize.
No, wait. Nothing was worse than when we had the English dude on. He goes, "You can't say that."
I didn't know you couldn't say wanka on English radio.
Yeah,
the guy goes, you can say that.
We'll take a quick break. We will hear some of the thoughts going into this joint practice coming on up as your Miami Dolphins welcome in the Falcons this week. Back after this. All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. We got a good one going on in the knockout stage. Quarterfinal, Serbia, Australia. Serbia comes all the way back from a 20-point deficit. They are now up by 1, and it looks like Serbia is going to the line for a rebounding foul. Josh Giddey is not happy. I will say, these games, the thing that's great about FIBA games, they hum. There's barely any commercials. They go fast.
But
they
let them beat the hell out of each other.
Yeah, but
there's no ticky tacks.
No ticky tacks. But these reviews take forever. I mean, they go there and like you get the whole dialogue. They're like, "Hey, I don't know. Was it a foul? Hey, it's a foul."
They sound like that.
That's what they sound like.
Oh. Are you happy though that they're actually taking the time to get the call right? Or are you like, come on, let's hurry this up?
No, I'm trying not to be a greedy pig because these games do move pretty fast. Micic is at the line right now. He missed the first one, so just under 10 seconds left.
My goodness. Trying
to make this a 2-point game for my Serbians. Now, no Jović today, so I want to be able to see Jović. And now they win here. This would move on to face the winner of course, USA Brazil, which gets going today at 3:30. We got a big matchup coming up at noon where we have France, Canada on the other side of the bracket. Host nation, of course, and maybe the most loaded squad that is not Team USA. So we got
France?
No, Canada.
Canada?
Yeah, you got France, which has all size, and Canada, who has some of the best guards in the tournament.
Yep.
All right. Serbia hits 1 of 2. They're up 82-80. 10 seconds left. Patty Mills for the win.
Yeah, I'd go ahead and
that would fit. That would just
everyone.
He had a chance to put him up, but Heat Patty Mills showed up.
Yeah, that's great. I mean,
he's got 30, doesn't he?
He's already
not when it counted.
Oh my god. Here we go. I hate that.
He's right.
Can I just wait, hold on. Let me just explain something to you. Somebody who shoots 40% from 3 is still failing 60% of the time. And if you can pick and choose when you're going to make the 40%, you wouldn't be 40%.
Okay.
You'd be higher than that.
Patty Mills, if you tell him, hey, Patty, you had 35 today, but he missed the last one, he's going to be like, did you redo?
Exactly. And then you're lost. You didn't remember what you're talking
about. I don't think we saw that Patty Mills once.
Nope. Definitely not. One of the worst shooting stretches I've ever seen in Heat history.
We had this conversation.
Hey, everyone.
We had this conversation before. It seems like when players come to the Heat, they're a little more reserved. Like they don't play. It takes them a long time to start playing like they normally play.
He wasn't reserved. He was just shooting bricks.
You should have stayed as a reserve.
I wish he was more reserved.
More of a reserve?
Yeah, I wish he was like a little bit more shy. Yeah, Patty Mills.
Germany beat Greece?
Germany beat Greece. Germany's good. Germany's the world.
Fighting into the Kumpos?
The Antetokounmpos are gone. The Wagners, the superior brother, they move on.
Now, are both the Wagners on the
both Wagners.
Okay.
They have both Wagners, Mo and Franz.
From University of Michigan.
That's true.
Yeah.
And they got a Dennis Schroeder, who's the engine that makes everything go for them.
Without the hairpiece, without the...
I don't know. He's got the hair going on.
No, he cut it. He don't have the little frost. Remember he had the little golden...
Yeah, he doesn't have that anymore?
No.
All right. Well, looks like we still are in a timeout here.
Here's what sucks. You're ahead of me.
Am I?
Yes.
On Peacock?
No, on DirecTV.
Oh, okay.
So you're ahead of me, and so you're giving all of the...
I apologize. I will.
You don't like when things get spoiled, Leroy? Is that
hey,
-1.
Hey, I could have came in here with a heater, but I didn't.
-1.
I could have came in with a heater, but I didn't. Tobin, is that not correct?
That's true. You reserved about Vikings. I appreciate you asking if I watched it last night.
Yes, I asked Tobin, And yes,
You've surpassed him already on Vikings? Tobin, weren't you ahead of him? Or something?
I was, but we were both at the finale at the same time. I did watch the finale yesterday, and that's how
Yeah.
you finale. That's how you finale.
Wow.
let me just say this. Vikings, they do it right every season.
Every season.
Every season you end them with a cliffhanger.
Yep.
Is this something like Game of Thrones took? Like someone showed me Game of Thrones, and I was like, "This is boring." Because
Patty Mills!
no,
Wow!
get out of here!
He
dude.
just danced Jokic out of his shoes, dude. Fade away for the tie.
Jesus.
1.4 left. Serbia.
Oh,
Okay. Wait.
hey,
Oh, wow.
Ow!
did we not?
Man, give that guy a 10-day.
We had the whole explanation, and you blew it.
Wow. That was great.
Patty.
He makes some money matters, you know? That's what they say about Patty Mills.
Oh, okay. That's what they say, huh?
Meanwhile, Dolphins practice gets going today. Mike McDaniel.
Ooh.
It's excited to face Raheem
Yeah.
Morris. He is they go way back, and Mike McDaniel says one of his favorite people in the sport.
He is a cool dude, I heard. But here's the deal.
Hmm?
I'm not concerned with the offense. I'm more concerned with how they're going to put that defense together. Right?
Yeah.
And so while we sitting here talking about Raheem Morris against Mike McDaniel, I don't have a problem with if they had to play a game, him figuring out a way with the weapons he has to kind of do stuff to that defense. On the other side, with the injuries, with the new guys, I'm more concerned with, okay, how we going to stop somebody?
Yeah. You're talking about the Dolphins, yeah?
Right. I'm talking about the Dolphins. So like,
Well, I was perusing the depth chart last night, Leroy, because I like to take a deep dive in the depth chart. You know, they call me Depth Chart Jacques Cousteau, and
it's hard to do that with the defensive linemen though, because they rotate them.
yeah, but I'm like, you know what? Not a bad. Now, Quinton Bell is this story out of nowhere. I don't know how I should feel about him being one of the starting pass rushers, but he's there. Great story.
A lot of times here, hold on. A lot of times, what they do with the young guys is you want them to have a sense of earning it. So you never put them on top of the depth chart, even if they're going to be the starter at the beginning of the season.
So Chop Robinson is second team just because
he's a rookie. No,
Interesting.
that's the way it goes. Like, so, and again, what I've said is they might be using as motivation. Hey, man, you got to learn what to do, not just on pass rush, but on the other stuff, right? It's a kind of an incentive. But that being said, especially on D-line with the older guys, you're going to rotate a lot of guys. So if he doesn't start the season as the starter, he's going to get an opportunity to earn it. And that's kind of where that comes in with the young guys. Like, yeah, we're playing stupid games with him, but when it gets down to it, we need him in there to win.
Let's hear from Mike McDaniel. This is him looking forward to facing Raheem Morris.
Regards to Raheem Morris, one of my favorite coaches I've ever worked with, very impactful one for me because of his defensive prowess, and was able to work with him on the offensive side of the ball as well. Was in both Washington and Atlanta with him, so we go way back. I think in joint practices where you have extensive working history with the other head coach, I think it's a little bit easier in terms of the flow of practice. There's more similarities to the flow of practice to your normal practice because of just our paths and what we believe in. And I think you're going to see two hungry teams trying to establish who they are and practicing while being able to protect each other. It should be pretty intense. It'll be a fun one. I'm excited to see Raheem and all the new bells and whistles that he has schematically. And
you're looping it, Frog Boy.
And it should be a good challenge.
You know what? I don't think I did. I think it
Nah.
may have sounded that way.
Nah, you did. But it's okay. I understand. Mike McDaniel said a lot of words there, and I think you got hypnotized because it did look like we lost you there for a second.
I was literally like, is he saying the same thing or am I hearing this? I have loop off though, and it ended by itself.
Telling you. It started saying it again.
For it though. But
fix it, dude.
At a certain point, I was like, is he saying
How do you play in Loop Frog?
It's my thing. Were you watching the conclusion of the game again? Because at a certain point you reacted. I was like, there's no way he's reacting.
Well, it's on overtime right now.
It's overtime, and the Aussies are
Aussies are up, and Patty Mills got the rock again. He's cooking. He is cooking. Who's that out on? That's out on Australia.
You're ahead of me, dude.
I don't care, dude. I don't know what to tell you. I'm
How
sorry.
did you get live updates? He already expressed that. Poor Leroy already expressed you're ahead of him. You can't give live updates.
I'm fucking sorry, dude.
Just like 30
here,
Mississippi, and then
here is Jonnu Smith, former Falcon. And he says he's looking forward to showing some physicality in the joint practices with the Falcons.
You guys come and set the tone. It's just that simple. Come and set the tone. They coming in our house. We've been knocking each other heads off for the past couple of weeks, man. It's time to just take it out on somebody else. And, just so happen to be them. So, we'll handle that tomorrow.
Oh, I like that. Focus on it.
It sucks. Here's what sucks. When you go to another team and the first practice or anything you have against another team with your new team is your old team.
Yeah.
Right? You've been practicing. Like you go for practicing with these guys to practice with the guys you've been practicing with for a couple of years.
Crazy, dude. All right, we'll take a break. Back with more after this.
No -1 here. G'day, everyone. I'm Patty Mills of your Miami Heat. You're listening to Tobin and Leroy on the home of your favorite basketball team, AM 560 Sports, WQAM, FM 99.9 HD2, and always live on the free Odyssey app.
This
Sir, you're muted. Yeah, I was kind of signal to you.
I apologize. Serbia up 95-90.
It's over.
Moving on.
Yeah.
It's over. Wow. Well,
Yep.
I feel bad for playing down under.
Well, you know what? Last night we're gonna play at this Olympics. A valiant effort
All right.
Good game.
from Patty Mills.
Good game, but Joker had the last 3 minutes of that game that was very Joker-like.
Yep.
And I forgot that you can swat it off the rim.
Yes, you can.
Oh.
Yes, you can. All right. We'll put the screen away until 12, and we get the next game going as a full slate of international play today.
Does the U.S. play last?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they play last. They get
Would it
going
be
today.
about
3:30.
6 o'clock there?
Yeah, something like that.
That's
9:30 there.
9:30 at night?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is currently 6 hours ahead.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's 3 in the No, they're
Dude, 9:30.
their time. So it's 3:30 us.
Yes.
Okay, good. I always go backwards.
What's going on here?
I just said that.
You're the math one, Leroy. What's going on?
I had to deal with it too.
He doesn't trust me. That's why.
Doesn't trust you. That's fair.
No,
That's
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why.
You're the one with
demand
the
an
big time
apology.
issue in our
You demand an apology?
I
What do you want an apology for?
I went back and checked
Dude.
the evidence. Mike McDaniel cut did not loop. He looped himself. I promise. He said the same thing at the beginning as he did at the end. And I was like,
Now, that's funny.
Well,
That's
it was bound to happen. I don't know if I believe you though, Frog
that's
Boy.
the evidence email. I cut the audio.
Looking back on evidence, what is this? A courtroom? Just play it on the show.
All right, okay. That's fair. I can do that as well. What the hell was I thinking? I can play. Look, actually, I'm just gonna play the cut. I'm
Just
gonna
play the cut. Just
All
play
right.
the cut. Just play the cut.
Very similar.
Regards to Raheem Morris, one of my favorite coaches I've ever worked with. Very impactful one for me because of his defensive prowess, and was able to work with him on the offensive side of the ball as well. Was in both Washington and Atlanta with him. So we go way back. I think in joint practices where you have extensive working history with the other head coach, I think it's a little bit easier in terms of the flow of practice. There's more similarities to the flow of practice to your normal practice because of just our paths and what we believe in. And I think you're going to see two hungry teams trying to establish who they are and practicing while being able to protect each other. It should be pretty intense. It'll be a fun one. I'm excited to see Raheem and all the new bells and whistles that he has schematically, and it should be a good challenge.
That's not the same thing you played last segment.
Oh, okay. I literally sent you the
Congratulations for fixing it. I mean, I appreciate you fixing the cut, but it's not the same thing. I mean, that's not what you played.
All right. That's fair. No problem.
Bum.
Sometimes a bump card just overrules everything. What am I going to say? Damn.
Sorry.
That's fine. Literally, it's his fault. He said to say he could have made that cut was like a minute and a half, dude. That really could have been much.
Got a lot of words.
Hey, wait. Why are you shocked? We've been saying this about Mike McDaniel since he got here.
This is the problem. Usually he hits us with the reverse. I'm used to the reverse. This was a double reverse. You're not prepared for the double reverse sometimes. You're only prepared for one reverse.
Every time Jokic does something good, they just put horse in the background.
They know how to get him going.
According to Dave Verona's, Calais Campbell bringing everybody together from Dolphins and Falcons ahead of joint practice. He was on the Falcons last year, so he's telling everybody not to fight.
He could say it. Let me tell you, there's always a couple of guys on the field that will set the tone for how things are going to be, good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the kicker. Wide receivers and DBs always talk trash. Linebackers and tight ends always fight. The fights always start there. It don't really start with the offensive lineman, which everybody thinks. Running backs don't get in the fights. It's the DBs and wide receivers because they get too grabby and they talking trash because ain't nobody hitting nobody. And the linebackers and tight ends because the tight ends always get grabbed.
What is the temperature right now in Miami Gardens? Because that also is going to add to this. Yeah, just being
once you start
unbearably
getting
hot.
delirious,
Yeah.
does that be 90?
What about that heat index?
Yeah, like what it really feels like.
Like I go outside and I don't go, it's 90, but it feels like no, it's either hot as hell or it's not.
Well, it's listed right now as 88, but the heat index is ranging from 104 to 108 degrees.
Woo!
But that makes and I'm having a hard time with that for this reason. It's windy.
Yep, 15-mile-per-hour winds.
Right. So when you have that breeze, it cuts that heat a little bit. If it was like a 5-mile-an-hour wind,
what if it's just blowing in?
Wonder when the last day was that we did
That wind
have
is
a heat
hot.
advisory.
2 weeks ago.
That was the last time.
It was when the storm was coming. When they said pay attention to the storm, like 2 weeks ago, and the winds came out of the east and it got a little cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Remember those when it got real windy and dark and cool? Yeah.
Wow.
When the storms come through, it does get a little bit cooler. Besides that sideways rain.
Crazy, man. Well, we'll keep you updated on all the happenings over there. If Marcos
because you know
Hmm?
the updates are gonna start soon.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Can I ask a question?
Love some live updates.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Do you wonder about the people sending texts and stuff about what's happening that may not necessarily know what's happening?
Not at all. They're doing the best they can.
Yeah, but it might not be accurate because they don't know what's going on. Like, case in point, when we watch a game and we see somebody chasing a wide receiver,
Sure,
we just automatically assume that he got burned.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not always the case. You see what I mean?
Not always the case.
Not always the case.
But a lot of times it is the case.
Sometimes, yeah. But I'm just saying, we don't really know. And so to sit here and you want to have answers, to give answers that aren't accurate, what does that do?
All you're trying to do is deter me from enjoying my training camp tweets, and I'm not going to let you do it. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to enjoy my camp updates.
What I'm trying to do is keep you in the real instead of in the make-believe. I
don't need to be left in the real. I know appropriately how to engage
with
training camp.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I do, dude.
Now you just flat out lying.
I'm not lying.
There is no person that gets more giddy than a receiver catching the ball on one-on-one, running an 8-move pass pattern and getting open. Then
excuse me for enjoying my football. Marcos and I are just here trying to enjoy our football.
No.
And
enjoy a little bit of football.
Just trying to enjoy a little bit of football. And you're sitting here like, doesn't matter. August.
Pads on. Practice.
Call me when it's week 3. Yeah.
Preseason doesn't matter.
Jalen Phillips never going to be playing football again. It's just I can't enjoy anything. You're a football fun ruiner.
Hey,
football.
Wait. You ready? And just news that caught us all by surprise. Pitbull is buying the naming rights of FIU Stadium.
Oh,
excuse me.
$1.2 million per year for the next 5 years to change the name of the FIU Stadium to Pitbull Stadium.
Wow.
I mean, it's not bad, but he could have done better. Imagine pulling up to the Dale Stadium. That would have been great, dude.
I mean, they could call it the Dale.
Yeah.
Sometimes football fields have their own nicknames.
They do.
I believe FIU's was the Cage. Now it can be the Dale.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
That's kind of cool.
They want to share uniforms now.
Pitbull Stadium, named after a dog that's not allowed down there, right?
Yeah, they're there.
I don't know, man. If you,
I mean, they're
Google
there, but you
people-
can't. I don't think you can. Isn't it you can't own pit bulls and
We all know who it is, though, dude. We know who it is. We know who it is.
If I Google Pitbull, I'm interested to see, does the artist come up or the dog?
Mr. Worldwide.
Pitbullmusic.com is the first website. Second one, Instagram, Pitbull. And on the images, we got some dogs and I think an equal amount of dog and rapper here. This is interesting.
an equal amount of dog and rapper.
Equal amount of dog.
Boy, what have we done today?
Like every other picture, I'm telling you, every other picture is we got Mr.
I
Worldwide.
mean, like if this is where the show is going, we might as well talk House of Dragons.
What? You brought this up. You're the one we're talking
I
about.
mean, it's news. It's
It
news.
is. It's local, relevant
a
news.
local person that just said, "Hey, I'm
Got
gonna support my local university."
Really, though, they should do something about the uniforms, though. Maybe we got to make it more flashy now at Pitbull Stadium. We need.
I would like that.
You want sequins?
Mosquitoes. No, I want them to come out.
Also,
with-
not borrowed helmets.
Exactly. Can we please get first of all, our own uniform, but we need something flashy.
How many games do you think he shows up for? Like, does he show up for just the Shula Bowl? Like, what do you think for?
I think he shows up for the first game.
Homecoming. Oh, he's got to perform it.
You know what I would do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do a concert.
Yeah, for
Gotta
sure.
happen.
People in.
Gotta have a concert.
I mean, I don't know what the biggest FIU game is this year. I'm sure we could figure it out.
It's got to be homecoming if it's not like a nationally televised.
Yeah, but you don't do homecoming. You do the FAU game. But you got to be careful because you can't be celebrating when you getting thumped.
That's
Let's
what I'm
see.
saying.
They
They
got Central Michigan at home.
Uh-oh.
FAU's on the road, so it's not a Pitbull Stadium.
Oh, okay.
Monmouth at home. Louisiana Tech at home. Sam Houston at home.
Yeah, like you see what I'm saying?
New Mexico State at home. I would say Middle Tennessee State. That's got to be the one at home.
That's the one.
Middle Tennessee. That's got to be
Yeah,
it.
and the only reason why you know who Middle Tennessee State is because they beat Miami.
Yep. And that cocky kicker is still sitting outside still sitting outside the Dolphins facility.
Is he still out there?
Still out there. When is he at what point though does he kind of give it up? Like is he just
when mama calls and tells him his wife or girl come and say, hey, all right.
Get a job, you bum.
Nice run. Get a job.
Like, is he just preying on Jake Bailey, like pulling a hammy?
No.
Yeah, he's doing some voodoo outside, probably.
Like that's your only hope is that the punter gets injured.
Here, I know people around football. Here's the deal. If something does happen to the Miami punter, they're not calling him. You know why? Because then you're going to have 15 to 20 athletes sitting outside your gate every year. You see what I'm saying? They're not going to call him. He should have got a representative, right? But here's the thing. The thing about having representation, it ain't worth the work.
Well, he says on his sign, we'll punt for cheap. I think he'll just go for the minimum.
But the minimum's $500,000 or $600,000
for a punter.
Pull up the minimum
rookie minimum.
Rookie minimum is $400 or $500. I'm guessing.
Wow.
So is that across the board or specifically just
the minimum you can make?
Okay, well, the rookie minimum across the board in 2024 in the NFL is $795,000.
$795,000.
What?
Yes. So
wow.
While you sit here, now I see why he's sitting there. Hell, I gotta go out there. I'm thinking about going out there and sitting next to him. I can't do nothing.
Jesus.
So there, we're now it changes, right? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What about for a practice squad player?
Practice squad. Okay.
They make what, 10, 15 a week?
Oh, this is a weekly pay. Yeah, it makes sense, right? Practice squad NFL salary. This is as of the 2023 season. Maybe things have changed, but I'm assuming somewhere around here. Weekly salary over the 18-week season of $12,000 a week.
$12,000, yeah.
All right. Well, that's a big difference.
You ain't putting the kicker on practice squad. Sorry.
Nah, you can't put a punter on the practice squad.
216,000 if they stay the whole time.
Yeah, but here's the practice squad. You can get ripped up by anybody, and you got to get signed to their active roster. Boom, 700.
But he can't just keep sitting out there with the signs. He's got to start some anarchy. Like he's got to start punting from certain locations into the practice facility.
Ooh, okay. So I think, he's ruining practice now by punting into the facility.
Or he's got to start. He's got to go like to when the fans are there, like start punting in the parking lot. You know,
That's
He ain't got that much room.
So we need a little bit more antics from him, is what you're saying.
Exactly, dude. You
We
can't just be sitting there.
So you want the guy who's trying to get a job to make a stink?
Yeah. How much do you want it?
You can't make a stink.
He tried getting up and doing the coffee and donuts thing. Very nice thing. But now it's time to ruffle some feathers.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey.
Or he's got to show up to camp with the fans, and he's got to start heckling Jake Bailey.
Wow. Okay. Overrated.
Like, is there heckling going on during special teams?
What's going on here?
You call that hang time?
Bad snap. Can't even hold it.
What is wrong with you?
It's rough.
But think about that.
What if you're gonna cut
the rookie, right?
Yeah.
Who makes the roster? Undrafted, drafted. He starts at 795.
That's crazy.
You know how much I made my first year?
How much?
$20.
100 grand.
100 grand.
Second round pick too.
Second round, yeah. You were taking some hits.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like times have changed.
Special teams, rookie season. Were you on special teams rookie season?
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's Belichick. Oh yeah, no matter what.
No, Belichick was my second year.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. I didn't play that many special teams my rookie year, right? But when Belichick came in, everybody played special teams. I played gunner, dude. You know, the little guy that goes on the outside to chase down punts and get tag teamed by two guys. Yeah. I said, look, one time I was mad because, they kept hitting me after the play. It was preseason game, right?
Yeah.
And so I got in a 3-point stance. And they go, uh-oh. I say, I don't know which one of y'all I'm going to get, but one of y'all about to get it.
Ooh.
So while they were trying to tag team me, one guy got in front of me, and we just went at it.
Good luck to him.
Oh, that's.
Oh yeah. They have two little gnats and then talk trash to me. No, somebody got to pay.
We got hour 2 coming on up. We got a bunch of injuries at Dolphins training camp. We'll update.
Oh wait, everybody talk about how excited they are to practice. Nobody practicing.
That's right. Back after this.
Oh God.
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Valoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback. Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
To the program, ladies and gentlemen. Ow.
Man, we're evil.
Why?
As a society.
What do we do?
So I'm watching this. I was reading up on the female boxer that everybody says is male.
Yes.
She's not.
I'm aware.
No, I know, but the fact that somebody put it out there and people ran with it without even knowing.
This surprises you in this day and age? This really
No, it
surprises
doesn't
you?
surprise me. That's what I just said. We're just evil. Like, people make comments and say things not based on fact. And like, you might have had somewhat of an argument if she's never lost a fight in her life.
Yeah.
But she's lost like 9 times.
Mhm.
Right? For another fighter to cry and leave the ring because of what people are saying that she's fighting, it's just like, man, I've had enough. Like, stop. Like, why don't we just try to learn at least get the facts?
Yeah, it's
so saddening and just discouraging that, like, this is why nothing can get done in this world, is because you have people who come to the table with what somebody else said and don't base it off the facts they've collected themselves.
It's one of those things too where it's tough because you also have people who are in the boxing community that are in an uproar about it, and you're hoping that those would be the people that can have
that
the
would
most
clarify it.
That would have the most
right.
credibility about it. And then it's tough because, like, even you don't know really, like, all right, well, what do we believe? How do we get this information on it? Where does it come from? And then you have to go deep diving into international boxing,
right,
from a year ago, even though
or the IOC said it. Like,
yeah,
no,
well, she already boxed in the Olympics. This is not new,
right. So it wasn't a big deal before.
No, but that's
right.
that's.
And it just because somebody said something, like, how does this, like, it's even like, I felt bad for the rugby chick, right? Like, she says, hey, we don't, like, it's okay to be a woman and look like this and play rugby.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, everybody's like, oh, that she's too muscular, not a. I'm like, what are we doing?
It's just wild times, man.
It's very sad that, and it's always people who don't understand the work that people have to put in for their bodies to be able to do these events, right? What do you think a woman is going to look like that plays rugby and has to pound and tackle and get hit for 60 minutes a game? What do you think that body's going to look like?
Depends if you're the one who goes.
It ain't going to look like Giselle. Or you think you're going to look at the Super Bowl with the negligee women? Is that what you think rugby's going to look like?
Depends if you're the uppies person.
Right. But it's just, man, I'm just so discouraged at, like, just as a society, how cruel people can be. You know what I mean? It's the Olympics. It's supposed to be a celebration, and we have these stories out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't think all these things have been discussed before these people have fought, or what? And I'm just curious.
Well, that's the interesting thing. The thing with the fighting is interesting because there are stories even locally, because she's trained by Pedro Diaz, who is a locally renowned trainer down here, trains the like of Guillermo Rigondeaux and a lot of Miami fighters with the Mundo boxing and all that. but there were like some other local trainers who were saying, like, I had fighters who also said, yes, she hits very, very hard, and that it almost felt like something was off. So that does, like, when you have other things like that drawing more to misinformation and where this goes about, I don't know if she's just gotten better over the 4 years and has improved a lot or what, but
right.
It does, play mind games with you. You're like, all right, well, what is there something going on here? Or is this just a horrible case of misinformation? Because, you do have to go in a sensitive spot with combat sports about where, everything is going on, because people genuinely are putting their lives on the line. Like this is not
Right.
this is not swimming.
And when you watch MMA, some of the women are just ripped.
Of course, Amanda Nunes.
Right.
Amanda Nunes is, amazing. Like, the way she fights and the way she can beat people in comparison to others is there's no, like, since she's retired, there's feel like there's nobody like her since she's left. She's a unicorn.
Who was the one that was in X Games? Was in Deadpool?
Deadpool.
She was in and she
Gina
was
Carano?
in The Mandalorian.
Gina Carano.
Right.
Yeah.
She's thick. Like,
yeah, she didn't look like that when she fought, though.
Huh?
She didn't look
she
like
wasn't
that
that big.
fought. No.
Right, but I'm just saying, like.
But Chris Cyborg had to deal with a lot of this. A lot of people said, Chris Cyborg is a man fighting and all that type of stuff. She had to deal with a lot of prejudice and things like that.
Just because of how they look. Like, it's amazing.
Now, Chris Cyborg did take performance-enhancing drugs. She did get busted for that.
But that's a whole nother thing.
It is.
That's not like right. Okay, but it's just, man, I just feel bad of where we are, that and people and it's not like the people around it that upset me. It's the other people that just take the story and run with it.
Yeah, that's what's very disappointing about it.
That's what's disappointing. Like, you see it all over TV, right? And I'm like, what would it take for that person to think that wasn't a man? Like, now you feel you have to prove yourself to people you don't even know, because they're running. It's terrible. It's terrible that of where we are. And it's not just with this, it's with everything, man. You hear it, you say it, you run with it, and then you don't even know it to be fact. And then you feel stupid when you find out it's not. So then you're trying to backtrack. Like,
yeah, nobody wants to just admit they're wrong or jump the gun.
Nobody wants to admit they're wrong. So they're gonna take this to their grave, even though they know they're not accurate. And this, you don't even have to take every situation, every turmoil, every thing we are arguing about over in this country and in this world, right? I have a hard time trying to figure out what's true and what's not because of the knuckleheads that are saying it.
It's a brutal time with that stuff, man, for sure. Let's get to headlines. Brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Dolphins joint practice going on right now. Oh, some good stuff. Good stuff. Travis Wingfield from Dolphins.com. River Craycraft finds the turkey hole again, and Mike White drills him for about 20. What the hell's the turkey hole?
I don't know.
Oh, you know the turkey hole.
What the hell's the turkey hole?
Oh, you don't know?
Menu 631 said it perfectly. And you guys will know this right away. Not everyone can look like that swimmer from Paraguay that they kicked out.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was too hot.
Yeah. By the way, turkey hole, let me tell you guys what that is. Because
Is that different from the honey hole?
It's different. It is different. Yes.
What the hell is the turkey hole?
The turkey hole is the area where the corner rolls up. There's a hole between the safety and the corner.
So here, let me explain something to you. You know what too deep is?
Yeah.
Two deep safeties, the corners play up.
Yep.
Right?
Yes.
Now, here's how this works. I'm going to give you one basic concept behind cover two. Right? The cornerback will ride that receiver until somebody shows up in the flat. That's why it's so important, if you have a release as a running back or a tight end, you get out to the flat as soon as possible, because that corner will come off. Now, if you have a tight end running up the middle of the field, that holds the safety. Now you got that area between the cornerback coming up and the safety trying to pay attention to that tight end, where the safety has to cover both that tight end and that guy running up the. So what quarterbacks do is they try to throw a rocket right in that opening so the safety can't come over and defend it. That's the turkey hole.
Yeah.
It only happens in cover 2.
You knew that, Marcos? You were.
Yeah, I was going to explain it a little differently,
because in all other coverages, right, the cornerback is off the ball and just playing like deep thirds or deep quarters.
Yeah,
so you
like
don't have that,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep,
Only on cover 2.
Yes, or sometimes, right, Leroy? There's another situation where it happens, right? I'm gonna let you explain it though.
No.
No, there's another situation, but we just don't have time. We gotta, it's too much football. I don't want to over,
much football.
I gave you guys a basic explanation of what. So you ever notice when you see that, when you see the quarterback, the guy will be he'll beat the cornerback and he'll throw a bullet in there instead of just, and they go, why didn't he give him more air? So the safety don't come over and knock your receiver out.
Yeah.
Right. So that's where that, they go, oh, he hit him right. Yeah. So there's an area there. Now, sometimes what they do is tricky defense, right? They'll take that linebacker and shoot him out to the flat right away. And then the corner will stay with him. Right. So on one side, it'll look like cover 2. And on another side, it'll look like cover 3. And they kind of play the combo defense.
They call that.
You got to be careful.
Yeah, they call that the peacock hole.
That's right. That's right. Different, not to be confused with the turkey hole. Completely
way different, dude. Way different.
And the honey hole. Oh wow, we can spend a whole segment on the honey hole.
Yeah, but we don't have time this segment.
Hey, here's what's funny. Here's what's funny.
Not enough
especially
time.
with you two, Knuckles. Especially you, Tobin.
What
when we watch games, right? Here's it. So we'll watch something, and I'll try to break it down for him and explain it to him, and I look over at him, and he's like,
"That's not true,
dude." He's like, he don't want to know. He does not want to know.
It's a sweet spot. That's like when Tua's Winnie the Pooh looking for his honey.
So
that's right.
A lot of times when they talk about strong arm, that's the throw right there. That throw right there is,
Do turkeys live in holes?
No, they just walk around.
Where do they sleep?
Huh?
Where do they sleep?
I don't know. Is it
In trees.
What?
Hey.
Yeah, wild turkeys sleep in trees at night in spots called roost trees. They prefer tall trees with branches they can use to climb into the canopy.
That's stupid. Dumb bird.
So wait.
Really dumb.
So question.
Yep.
I've never seen anybody hunting turkeys shooting up.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, this is only where they sleep though.
So why don't you go at night and catch them while they're sleeping?
You got to sleep too, man. I'm tired. I don't want to hunt at night.
Hunters get up early.
Yeah, they do.
I got to watch House of Dragons.
No, you don't. You ain't watching none of it.
It's just a waste of time. You already told me. There's no need.
Take a quick break. Back with more to this.
All of nasty.
All right, welcome back. What are you watching, Leroy?
Just some ramblings
of
people.
Football people?
No. I don't watch. I don't watch camp reports.
Oh man, I am, and I got.
And by the way, the honeypot and the turkey hole or swap them. The honey hole is what I explained. The turkey pod or turkey hole is in between the safety and the linebacker.
Yeah,
in the middle of the field.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah,
that's
go ahead, frog boy.
Yeah,
what's the frog hole?
That is the bench usually. That is where we stand. No, when I initially looked it up, all I typed in was the turkey hole in NFL. And apparently John Gruden used this one time as he was doing Monday Night Football, and they never let him live it down. Even has a segment on it, apparently.
Spider Y banana.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what he says. He says it's exactly where you were mentioning, though, in between. In a cover 2, where the safety and corner are not at, that little pocket is what he referred to it. Is it? Are you saying now it's in the middle of the field?
No, they call them two different things, but they're the same concept, right? I never use any of those phrases. Nobody uses any of those phrases. So the fact that somebody else is saying that is funny to me because I've never heard it, but I tried to explain it. So yeah, I was right about the turkey, but there's another pocket in the defense, same defense, right? Where the tight end will go up the middle of the field. Basically, the linebacker will try to cover him. The safety will widen out to help that other pocket. And then you got one-on-one with the tight end and the linebacker down the middle of the field, over the tight end, underneath the safety. That's where Gronk caught a lot of his balls, right there, over the top right there.
Don't tell
what's that,
Gronk? Yeah, don't tell.
That's
Gronk.
what I don't know. I don't know.
Probably for Gronk, the 69 hole.
Probably.
So
just for giggles.
There's a lot of we have routes that if they're in a certain defense, they convert. So you ever notice periodically you'll see a quarterback just throw it to nobody? That means the wide receiver and the quarterback didn't read the same thing.
Got some big news for the Lumberjacks out there, my fellow Lumberjacks. It's a camp. Oh, let me get my axe here.
Whoa, that's a real deal axe, dude.
It's a real axe. You know, I go stump.
What in the hell were you chopping?
No,
Yeah,
I have stumps. I have stumps. I have things to chop. You know. Speaking of chop,
you grind a stump.
No, I mean if you want to do if you want to do it, you know, the sissy way, you can. But like if you want to do it the man's lumberjack way, you get that axe out there, you dig it out. Travis Wingfield, Chop Robinson lines up inside, beats the center, and meets the Atlanta running back for a big loss.
How big is Chop? That's weird that they put him inside. He's only like what, 260?
You know how he's big enough, dude. Big enough.
No, stop.
Rove him around.
How big is Chop Robinson?
Chop Robinson, big enough to chop you down.
Chop Robinson
with the
is
edge of my hand.
How much?
6'3", 250.
Yeah, that's dude. All right, that's the same size as a linebacker. So they probably changed it up a little bit, uses quickness in there, but you ain't gonna get a consistent dose of that. You can't have a 250-pound guy. Hold on. You can't have a 250-pound guy over your center.
Yeah, every now and then, though. Every now and then, the bob and weave defense mixes it on up.
All right, until they start game planning for that nonsense.
Well, we'll see if you can you game plan when you got a Tasmanian devil coming at you.
You know, when you go to the line of scrimmage, you can change the play. And you say, hey, whenever this little bitty tiny defensive lineman,
I don't like that you're saying that.
250, that's tiny, dude. That's real. I don't care what you call it. A 250-pound nose guard. Stop it.
Tell that
So
to the
they'll
Atlanta
say
center.
anytime the little bitty defensive lineman gets over the center, we're gonna double him and just run straight ahead and push the pile for 6 yards.
Not surprising. Leroy's hating on the Lumberjacks. You know,
I'm not
we're gonna be going. I'm gonna be watching games this year in aqua flannels with an orange snow cap on, and we're just gonna spend time chopping wood.
Yeah,
and we can line up wherever you want.
So you don't think having a 250-pound guy over the center, it would be a problem?
Timber.
That's a tree fall.
All my life,
I've
been around football, and you guys have whittled it down to this.
Yeah.
Once you
Like
chop,
you
you just
really,
don't stop.
you really think you could play defense with a 250-pound nose guard?
Oh, hold on.
Oh, more updates.
More updates. We
You know
got
what they
action,
say?
boys.
You know what they
Leroy,
say?
we got action.
Got action, baby.
Bench clearing brawl between the Falcons and Dolphins defense, according to Adam Beasley.
Come
A hit
on.
from behind on Drake London ignited it.
Oh, Mayes was out there.
Mixing it on up, dude.
Let's go. I want blood. Okay, maybe it's too much.
Give me some video of this puppy, man.
Chop, chop. That's what they say. That's what people say sometimes.
Oh, by the way, Tua also, according to Travis Wingfield, Tua had an effing dime. He put the naughty word on Twitter, too.
You can't say that.
Must have been a dime.
Must have been
Tua with an absolute effing dime to Tyreek for a 50-yard TD right in stride. Wow. Hey, just like my baby.
Yep. That's right.
Wow.
Well, now, Leroy, the pads are on. The competition is fierce. Chop, chop.
I'm not commenting anymore.
Who do you think looks more like?
Clearly, my expertise are not needed here.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. Of course we want your expertise.
You explain the turkey.
Hey, listen, no one here is mistaken Chop Robinson for a nose tackle. But every once in a while, you gotta switch it up. Bob and weave.
You never knows.
Okay.
You never knows.
Bob and weave.
That's easy to do without a game plan. I'm just telling you.
Will you dress as a lumberjack with me for one game?
Wow.
No.
Come on.
I can't be around you with sharp objects right now.
What if I get a foam axe if it's a toy?
Yeah,
this one's real. This is a real axe.
Because then I'm going to wish it was a real axe.
Got some weight on it.
Got some weight on it, dude, you know?
Foam axes? Is that something that we should put into the...
Oh, yeah, definitely. Hey, Garfinkel, free merch for you here. You've already screwed the pooch on the Waddles with Penguins with Waddle jerseys on them, although you still have time. He's got an extension now. Right. But, now we go foam axes for the Lumberjacks as we are out here supporting our boy Chop Robinson.
That's right.
Timber!
Okay.
And you know what you do? You get some animation. I miss some good Jumbotron animation. You get a dolphin with an axe in its hands, right? Or in its fins in this case. And he is chopping down a tree whenever Chop Robinson gets a sack. And we all just shout, Timber!
Hey, let me just explain to you.
That's good.
What you've done. Karen S. Drake London. The British always love to fight.
That's good.
Let's see. According to Marcel Louis Jacques, fight broke out between Dolphins defense and Falcons offense. Did not see how it started, but at one point it looked like the entire Falcons offense was taking on Chop Robinson.
Wow.
The rookie stood on business and cooler heads prevailed. That's our rook. Hey, that's what the Lumberjacks support.
That's right.
That's what we support. By the way, my aqua flannel's already in the Amazon cart.
Damn.
Chop, chop.
Gotta do it quick. You know what they say? Every time we need to hurry up. Chop, chop.
Dude, stop.
Are you mad because Chop Chop's going to become a thing or the Lumberjacks going to be a thing just like Sealer Roundup did?
No, I'm mad because you guys think he could play over center.
He just took on a whole team.
Took on the whole team.
Leroy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Across the pond.
Chop
Yeah.
Robinson said, "Hey, bring the noise."
I'll
Bring
go
it.
start. I'll start bronzing his bust now.
Yeah. You got the right idea. You have
Wow.
Oh boy.
Wow. Think you're getting it now.
Oh my goodness. This is what I have to deal with.
You know what you have when you have Chop Robinson taking on the entire Falcons team?
What do you have?
A battle axe.
That is the Vikings weapon
Go-to?
of choice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Axe.
Oh yeah. Dave
Dang.
South says Tobin dressing as a pork chop would be more accurate.
Oh, that'd be good too. That'd be also good. Wow.
Take a break. Camp is going hot and heavy right now. Back after this.
gone, the damage done.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Hey, I want to let you guys know, country music fans, if you listen to our show, the Country Bay Music Festival is back this November 9th and 10th at the Miami Marine Stadium. We got your chance to win a pair of 2-day general admission tickets to see Zach Brown Band, Carrie Underwood, and Diplo presents Thomas Wesley, and a whole lot more. Keep listening to our show for info on how you can win. We'll give it away sometime today. But if you can't win, you can purchase your tickets at countrybaymusicfestival.com. Let's get the damages done. You guys familiar with the Michigan Wolverines?
Oh, the cheaters. Yeah, I'm familiar with them.
Jim Harbaugh spoke on the allegations yesterday and was asked, hey, you got anything to say about it, Jim? This is what Jim Harbaugh had to say.
Yeah, I do have a comment on that. Never lie, never cheat, never steal. I was raised with that lesson. I have raised my family on that lesson. I have preached that lesson to the teams that I've coached. No one's perfect. If you stumble, you apologize, and you make it right. Today, I do not apologize. I did not participate, was not aware, nor complicit in those said allegations. So for me, it's back to work and attacking with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind.
Damage is done, my friend.
Damage is done, dude.
You're a Charger. We already know why you're a Charger. Yeah, I tailed it out of there scot-free.
Hey.
All the allegations knocking at the door. Where's he? Attacking enthusiasm with Justin Herbert.
You think it also had to do with the fact that he had 12 to 15 of his players get drafted?
No, I think it had to do with he knew it was coming.
Okay.
He knew it was coming. Damage is done. Great speech, though.
Yeah.
Damage is done.
He goes, if you do wrong, apologize. But I apologize for nothing.
Yeah. All right.
Just pulled a Conor McGregor on us.
I apologize to absolutely no one.
By the way, Conor McGregor lost his mind yesterday on Donald Trump because Trump came out and said Khabib was his favorite fighter of all time.
Oh, you don't do that. You know, that's probably the only MMA fighter he knows. Although he does go to a lot of the fights.
He does go to a lot of the fights.
Yeah, Donald Trump, I'll give him credit. He is definitely a real fan.
What do you got, Leroy, for damage is done, my friend?
My damage is done is about this female boxer.
Damage is done, my friend.
We've all made certain judgments or whatever. What if she is a woman? Right? There's certain things that people have said you can't take back. And so, like, the damage that has been done to this young woman has far exceeded any apology that we could give her.
Yes.
And so, like, that's where we are. And so, yeah, I feel bad. Like, there's certain things that I think I know that I won't even talk about, me, because I'm not sure. But that don't stop anybody. So, yeah, the damage is done. Like, how we treat people and what we say about people. There's certain things you say about people you can't take back. And we just live in a time and age right now where we don't care.
Nope. Let's move on to the next thing.
Yep.
Frog Boy, what's your damages done today?
My damages done goes to Game of Thrones, or I should say House of Dragons.
Ugh.
Damage is done, my friend.
Not necessarily because they had such a blah season, and not for anything that happened in the finale, but for the mere fact of what didn't happen, which is anything exciting, dude.
Damage is done, my friend.
We literally got one exciting thing, and that was Dragon Eats Another Dragon, which was the same trick they used last year.
Absolutely. 2 years in a row.
And I want to know, just out of, where is what's his little finger? Because every show has a little finger.
Yeah.
This guy who seems to be friends with everybody.
Yep.
Nobody trusts him, but he's still alive.
I wouldn't trust him.
Right?
Yeah.
Where's he taking the king?
I don't know.
Right?
Spoilers.
Like, the guy couldn't even hardly he couldn't breathe like a week, two shows ago, and now all of a sudden he's up for travel.
Not only that, but he got his turkey hole knocked off by the dragon.
Yeah.
I don't think almost positive.
He did. Well, how did that happen? He burnt it off.
Do you think? Yeah, I mean, the dragon's gonna dragon. He doesn't.
I mean, didn't he have on an outfit to like protect? You don't just ride in a bikini, right? Riding on the.
I don't know. I don't know if they had cups back then. I don't know if a dragon.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. Right? One of these dragon riders is being a little arrogant. He ain't gonna make it.
He ain't gonna make it.
He's gonna be the first one to go.
Sure.
You know it. You can see it coming. He's like, hey, I'm a dragon rider now. Watch more ale. Like he's just
more wine.
And they're all looking at him. And I bet you it's the son that's gonna take him out.
We'll see.
Yep. A year and a half from now.
That's my problem. My problem isn't what happened or what
You need with that ending, you need to come out with a new season in the fall.
Now I gotta wait 2 more years for another underwhelming or like an
I will say this. I will say this. They say it takes a long time to film some of this stuff with all the things they got going on.
For sure.
It shouldn't have took too long to film this last season because the Dragons didn't do nothing.
Right.
Like, if you're going to take that long to film it, I get it. It takes a long time to edit. Then why don't you answer some more questions? Huh?
Now,
basically,
can I ask a question? I'm going to ask a question because I don't know. So it's not a spoiler because I don't really know.
Yeah.
Right? Is the black dude with the dread, is he's the dad of the bald-headed dude?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
he's a little side chick?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's lonely out in sea.
It's lonely, man.
I guess.
Speaking of damages done, another Heat trade rumor is gonna go by the wayside. Lauri Markkanen, according to Shams, is going to sign his extension with the Jazz tomorrow, which means he can't be traded this season. He cannot be traded until next summer.
Okay.
Lauri Markkanen's like, I'll sign it, but I ain't signing it until tomorrow.
Why he ain't signed until tomorrow?
Because you have to sign if he gets like a new deal. It has to be because some guys' dates based on where their contracts end, you can only open up your eligibility to sign. Like, for example, Jimmy Butler was able to sign his extension right as the season ended. But some guys, if they sign their extension a little later, their date's another date. So I guess if you sign a new deal, then you have to wait 6 months. If it's not done today, well, 6 months from today is the trade deadline.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So if he signs it tomorrow, he can't
be traded.
Yep.
Oh, so he didn't want him playing a little.
He's like, I don't want to leave. He likes Utah.
Wow.
Lauri Markkanen, tangibles.
Good though. I would have taken him. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have taken him. But
I mean,
I'll take Khalil Ware though. I'm okay with that.
Oh, speaking of Khalil Ware, I'm glad you mentioned him. I don't know if I could trust this cat.
Okay.
He's like, I don't trust people with cats. Cats are sneaky. Like Senor Gato, like, yeah, look at that.
Look at this cat from Khalil Ware.
That cat looked like he could star in the House of Dragons.
This cat's up to something.
He's
no disrespect to Khalil. Like, love you, dude. But you know that cat's up to something, right?
Up to no good.
What's he planning? Puts the little Kryptonian symbol there. Is this an alien cat? Is that what you're trying to say?
Ooh, it's disguised as a cat. It's really an alien from another species.
Mm.
If you were aliens and you want to be disguised,
that's Men in Black stuff right there.
Yeah. Cats are a good like if they were, it's a good disguise for an alien. You know, you get to sleep all day, hunt mice.
Yeah, he looks like if you are there, don't go to sleep. Don't go to sleep. As soon as you close them eyes.
Stun Steve is mad at us. He says that cat's adorbs. It is adorbs, but you could doubt. Like you're gonna disagree, Stun Steve, that cat looks suspicious.
I'm not into cats. They're too sneaky. Right? So I look at
maybe that's what he's trying to say. Maybe that's what he's trying to tell us, and we're not reading it correctly.
What do you mean?
He's working on his cat-like reflexes as a big man in the paint. You want to be able to move around a lot.
I don't know. I don't know what he's working on.
Put it
but
this way: I had to sleep like this if that cat was in my house. Okay, like
what is Mittens up to?
Mittens is such an appropriate cat name.
Mittens.
Does he have mittens, JV? Can you put him back up? Does he have mittens on his paws?
No, but they got quick.
No, just an orange
Hey,
cat.
I saw a TikTok of a dude with a cat. He was holding the cat like this high off the ground. Drop him. The cat falls on his feet. Drop him. Falls on his feet. Then he went and got his dog and dropped him down. It was hilarious.
I'm saying, man, he's working on his cat-like reflexes at the moment.
Menu 631 says, didn't have where as a cat guy.
Yeah, I feel like there has to be a height limit. Once you reach
if you want a pet and you live in if he's probably got that apartment, I bet you he probably lives in that condo right across from the arena. That's where all the rookies live, and they probably only allow cats. You know?
But a cat, I will say this: cat is very resourceful. So if you have to leave for a substantial amount of time, you can leave a cat there. You can't do that with a dog.
No, dog go nuts.
Yeah, for the record, we're not advertising you should leave your cat unattended. We don't trust those animals.
When's the first time a guy is going to bring a cat to the game? You know, like
Ooh.
when he gets big enough, as Canelo gets his all-star career
I
underway.
think he'll bring a tiger.
He just just brings the cat in hand.
Yeah.
No, what do
Remember Hard Rock Cat? That's a good cat.
Oh, that was a good cat. That cat was not going down without a fight.
For sure. Definitely.
Warner brother says Tobin has orange cat traits. The hell does that mean?
Wow. You know, now that I think about it, you are a little orange catty.
Because I'm sneaky?
Let's see. Orange cat traits. Back freckles for sure. Definitely. Can definitely tell. Playfulness. They exhibit diverse personalities. Yes, you constantly go into different personalities and accents.
I don't like this.
Loves food, loves the limelight. Wow.
I'm a big fan of the limelight.
This is definitely you. Wow. Tends to lie a lot. Wow, dude, this has got you pinned. This is your spirit animal. You didn't even know.
Dade South says it's because he loves lasagna.
Hates Mondays.
Take a break. Back after this.
Join Hawk and Crowder weekday
in here.
Running.
In this context, there's
All right. Welcome back, everybody.
We break your neck.
Leroy. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program.
I think she should have sang the national anthem to this beat. Then at least we know she could sing.
Don't you dare speak of Dolphins minority owner Fergie like that.
Fergie.
Worth a lot more than when she bought it. Stuck in there. Smart by her.
Yeah, didn't you check the other day that we still have like a lot of those?
They're all still there. Yeah, I checked the
Old
media guide the other day. Mark Anthony's still there. The Williams sisters and Fergie Ferg.
Pretty good.
All there.
What do? They just buy and hold on to it until the team is sold, or they cash their stake out?
Or they can get out.
You can sell
and
back.
we'll buy them out. I would say they probably got them for anywhere from 20 to 50 million each.
Hmm.
And
Wow.
at the time, that was probably all of them collectively. It was probably worth 10%. So now that 10% is worth 400 million.
Wow.
So they quadrupled their money.
Did they?
Yeah.
The rich
Now
get
that
rich
depends
now.
on what the valuation of the team was then and what percentage.
Well, he
they-
bought it for a bill, right?
right.
He bought it for
and
a
now it's
bill.
worth a 4.
Jeez.
Right. So everybody quadrupled their money.
Who's laughing now, Draymond?
Wow. If you guys are interested, the lava, if you want to get in the ground level, the lava is available.
Mm.
We are taking any
Dude.
sort of donations.
No, Becky is scarred.
Headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
The joint practice going on today from Dolphins training camp against the Atlanta Falcons. And we had a brouhaha. Chop Robinson took on everybody. We knew that.
Yeah. Another one?
Tua had a 50-yard TD bomb ski to Tyreek Hill.
Love that.
We have a low snap again from Aaron Brewer to Tua. Not great. I don't love that.
Come on, Aaron.
According to Omar Kelly, he says this Dolphins offensive line took an L today.
We've been hearing that a lot. We've been hearing the defense dominating. Not happy to still hear that.
I am nervous. I am a little bit nervous because, like, I see this Eichenberg's on the starting line right now, and I'm like,
not good, my friend.
nah, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I know it's not as big a deal because Tua can get rid of the ball fast and all that type of stuff and whatever, but I don't like it. I don't like when he's out there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't trust it.
That's fair. That's also day one against a new team. You know, you want to make a good impression. Not good. Not good to start.
Yeesh. Oh man. What am I doing, Leroy?
You are. Hey, I do give Leroy credit because during the good reports that we have, you know, he doesn't get too high on them, but the low reports, like a bad snap, which clearly have affected your mood, Leroy again walks around unscathed.
It's camp, dude. They've been doing it for a week and a half.
Okay,
Like,
but
wait. No, let me ask you a question.
Yep.
Yeah.
Marcos, you knew how to run a board, right?
Yeah.
And it was still a little clunky when you started.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you
Especially
want
when
everybody to
he's
be
playing-
patient
especially when
with.
he's playing things on a loop.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, first of all, let's all understand that a lot of guys are coming into a new job, right? So there's that. And keep in mind, just imagine if you had to do this show, then do Joe's show, and then do Huck and Crowder's show, and with everybody doing things a little bit differently. Well, that's the difference between a center and a quarterback, right? You have different centers, different quarterbacks, different guys do it different ways. and sometimes it gets clunky. As time goes on, when you start getting work with more and more of those guys, those things go away. So, like, I'm not gonna be that discouraged that these things are happening in practice. It's just, for example, like, I want my quarterback to throw interceptions the first couple of weeks of practice because I want him to realize what he can and can't do. You don't want him to have, oh, he completed all his passes in camp, and then the season's starting, he got to force something in there, and he don't realize he can't make that throw. So that's why I don't get so caught up and worked up over mistakes or success going on in some football. Because guess what? The other thing you realize is every play in 7-on-7, every play in a team drill, they have a coach standing back there with one thing he does. How long does it take Tua to get rid of the ball? They chart that on every team.
Stopwatch guy?
Yes, because they don't want them sitting there at 7-on-7 patting the ball because you ain't got to rush. They want to try to get it as close to game situation as you can with the release. So what happens with this joint practices, you got real people out there, right? So that time is real, but you've already been working on that. Now you take it up to the next level. Now you got other pass rushers from other teams. It's a constant build to get into the ultimate spot, the start of the season. I'm not going to get worked up over great things or negative things happening in shorts and helmets. It's stupid. It's not real football.
Kirk Cousins to Kyle Pitts. They beat the blitz according to Chris Perkins. He says nice play by the Falcons.
It happens. You know, they listen, contrary to popular belief, if the salary cap is $212 million, they paying $212 million too. So when you think you're just playing against scrubs and it only matters that your team is doing good, they're going to make plays.
Not scrubs, but I mean, you know,
they're NFL players too, though.
If they were to come for week 1 against the Miami Dolphins, I mean, the Dolphins would be what? They'd be probably like 6-point favorites against the Falcons.
No, you could check.
Well, I can't check. They're not playing. I'm not counting this week.
They have a line. I'm talking about the first week of the season. The line's already out.
No, I know, but they're not playing the Falcons week 1.
Okay.
Playing the Jags.
Okay. So, but I'm just saying, like, everybody just relax. There's certain things, like when you see certain players, you know, you see Chop doing some things or whatever. Yeah, you can get excited about, oh, looks like he got talent, right? But from the standpoint of what's that going to mean during the season, the only thing that it can tell you right now is that, hey, Chop Robinson might be a contributor, right?
Oh.
He might be able to do some things.
The Lumberjacks are ready.
But I try to point out 250 pounds over the guard or over the center, like, that ain't good eating. That's not. It ain't never been. So calm down. Everybody calm down. I like what I'm seeing. I like the fight. I like the fact, but there's still a long way to go before the start of the season. Just like I explained to you about the backup quarterback and the third string quarterback, which you just dismissed like it was nothing.
I didn't dismiss it.
You did.
I didn't dismiss it. Don't say that I dismissed it. I didn't dismiss it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't dismiss it.
I mean, you kind of dismissed it.
I didn't dismiss it.
I mean, it kind of seemed like you were dismissing it.
I don't even remember what his take was.
I listened to you, Leroy, though. I'm on your side.
No, I remember what he said.
Something about the turkey hole.
I believe Leroy said Skylar's the limit.
I think that's what he said. That sounds like him.
Right now, by the way, Olympic quarterfinal going on. France. They're beating Little France, Canada, 17-5.
Okay. You said the games move fast. What is the I've not even looked at it.
It's 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
Gotcha. Okay.
Wembenyama, still tall.
Still tall. Good to know.
Doesn't go in the paint, though.
Strange, right?
Just sitting there sniping like a 7.5 KD. Although they do have Rudy Gobert. Get your ass in there, Rudy. What else are you going to do?
Yeah, do something.
Rebounds.
Jesus.
Forgot Dylan Brooks was Canadian.
Oh, that's the only No, they actually they do have quite a bit of NBA players, don't they?
Yeah, they got Jamal Murray, they got Shea.
Yeah, that's right. I was going to say
and of course Kelly Olynyk.
Of course.
Always Kelly Olynyk.
Kelly Olynyk is the Carmelo Anthony of Canadian basketball, where like I'm sure he's like always faithful. He's been in like 4 Olympics, I'm assuming.
Yeah, he's not. He'll play in Olympics until his knees fall off. There was actually one year his knee did fall off, and it cost him during the heat season because he was balling out for Canada.
Damn him!
I think it was his 3rd season with the Heat, and he was like, he just had like this terrible start because he had this bad knee. It was one of those injuries that like it wasn't like a torn anything, but they were just like, yeah, that didn't look like it felt good. And Kelly Olynyk was a bum that season because he was dealing with a busted up knee. And he didn't really contribute again until that. Actually, I think it was Jimmy's first season because it was the bubble season, and he had all that time to heal from the pandemic, and he came back and was healthier for the playoffs. Still was not a fan of him. Nice guy, just did not enjoy watching him play basketball.
That's fair. Yeah, it wasn't necessarily fun. When we knew that Kelly Olynyk was like our saving grace, it was time to move on. Definitely time to move on.
Oh man, we had some players.
We had
some rough years for sure. Some rough years.
I mean, listen, we had 2 or 3 players that played with cement in their shoes, and we thought that was going to be a good option. Stretch.
Are you referring to Myers Leonard? Myers Leonard had cement in shoes.
Yeah.
Shot those threes.
Yeah.
And wasn't that weird that they tried him and Bam together, and Bam was in the paint and he was on the perimeter?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my God, that drove me crazy.
Sure did.
Absolutely crazy.
Before he got in trouble, though, fun interview.
Yeah. Afterwards, won't be talking to him again. Did he ever find his way back?
Yeah, he played for the Bucks. I think he played for a couple teams, but he had like a bad ankle injury too. I don't think he ever got really better from. And then on top of the controversy, I think everybody was like,
yeah, not worth it.
We're filled on Myers Leonard. I think that's just how it went. We'll take a break. Speaking of the NBA, interesting developments yesterday in France.
You gotta take a deep breath for that. Oh no!
Interesting developments yesterday in France.
Oh my goodness!
Be something.
Hey,
it could be something. Could be nothing. I don't know.
Why would they do that? talk.
It could be something, could be nothing.
What is the meaning of it, Watson? What is the object of this?
Could be something, could be nothing.
Why would they do that?
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin, Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Hope everybody's doing fantastic out there today. Miami Dolphins have just wrapped their first joint practice with the Atlanta Falcons. So we'll see some of the comments that come out from that. And lots more to get to. If you guys are just tuning in for some hoops news today, Serbia beat Australia in the knockout stage in overtime. They had to come back from 20. Then they had the lead. Then Patty Mills hit a big-time bucket. And Joker then basically said, enough of this nonsense, took over in overtime. They are moving on. They will await the winner of USA versus Brazil, which gets going today at 3:30. Right now, we have the end of the first quarter. France is on top of Canada, 23-10. Earlier today, Germany beat Greece, so they will face Germany, whoever wins this game. Host nation versus what a lot of people are saying is the one of the more talented teams in Canada. So we got that to get to. I wanted to get to could be something, could be nothing, but it just doesn't have the same pizzazz without Leroy, you know? And I don't know if he's getting a sandwich. I don't know. What is he doing? Come on. Let's just enjoy in the meanwhile, Marcos.
Yeah.
While he is doing whatever he's doing. Want some camp notes?
Yeah, I would love to.
Camp notes.
Love to hear some camp notes, dude.
All right, so apparently the brouhaha that was started at this Drake London. This is from Barry Jackson, Omar Kelly, Miami Herald blog. It happened because Drake London pushed Ethan Bonner to the ground after a catch. So intangibles to the ground. Sparked up a little, as the Sun Sentinel describes it, brouhaha between the Falcon. Yeah, that's what they said. The brouhaha was started by a receiver, Drake London, making a catch against Ethan Bonner, shoving him down. Someone else pushed London. It was on.
Yeah.
Even some Dolphins offense. Shout out who?
The person that pushed him. Defending our boy Ethan Bonner.
It says even some Dolphins offensive players on the near field went over to the other field to support their defensive teammates. Tyreek Hill was seen on the field by the end of the fracas. Don't do that, Tyreek.
Yeah.
As was fellow wide receiver Jalen Waddle and left tackle Teron Armstead, who I believe didn't practice today. I don't think they were out there actually practicing.
Ready for a fight, though, and I appreciate it.
They are ready to spring into action, dude, at a moment's notice. So we got that. But Chop Robinson being that shows me something, you know, because I believe it was the great Tim Bowens who said yesterday, Marcos, this was a Goosey's quote from him, because, you know, Tim Bowens, he's about that action, you know.
Yeah, he is.
He was not a talker, not a man of many words. Even in his press conference yesterday, not a man of many words, didn't have many things to say. But I'll tell you one thing. When he was asked yesterday about this whole, Dolphins are going to be the bullies type of thing, he almost like scoffed at it, you know? Like, it's a weird idea for him to even say, oh, well, what do you think about the idea of the Dolphins being bullies? He's like,
well, me, I wouldn't be the talker, be more the shower. Just go out and do what you got to do. The D-line sets the tone for the whole team. So there's no words to be said about that. You just go out and do what you got to do.
They do set the tone. And he's a baritone.
That's right.
Deep. That's right. Deep voice. Dude, just like Calais Campbell, you know?
Yeah.
So Chop Robinson showing you he's about it.
Absolutely. At the center of a kerfuffle already during the first joint practice. That's a good sign.
That just shows everybody this kid's got something to him. He's got something to him. But Tim Bowens, it's almost like he heeded the advice of Tim Bowens, because he's about it. He's about it.
He's not talking about it. He's being about it.
He is being about it. You know, when you have a brouhaha, who better to get in there to show that he's got the stones than a rookie, you know?
Yeah.
Shows your teammate something. You know.
But as a rookie, you can't start the fight.
Well, he didn't start the fight. He didn't. We now know how the fight started, Leroy. Apparently, Drake London shoved White Lightning, Ethan Bonner, and it was on.
Okay.
It was on. But Chop Robinson was there, and he was taking names. Now let's get to our favorite game. Now that Leroy's back, because now it's going to have the rights to it. Could be something. Could be nothing.
Why would they do that?
No, dude, I love having your snacks mic'd up. Like,
You're just gonna
do tell. Love the ASMR, dude.
Good.
So, yesterday, some more interesting things happened with Kevin Durant and Bam Adebayo. So, yesterday, Bam, he pulled a little jokey joke on Kevin Durant. Called him snoozing.
Jokey joke.
Caught him snoozing on the team bus and or shuttle, whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
But he caught Kevin Durant in full REM sleep.
Wow.
Like he got him
loud.
He got him out like a light.
Bam's face says it all. Like, are you serious? Like, look at him.
I'm not gonna lie to you. There's one thing I don't do. You know, you get a group of young men together. They're bound to play some pranks on each other. I don't mess with anyone's sleep.
I'm gonna be alert at all times.
I don't sleep, and I don't mess with anyone's sleep because I don't want someone after me. But
It's a dangerous karma game for sure. Now Bam is gonna have to make sure that he's always sleeping when Kevin Durant is sleeping, so you don't get revenge. He's got to make sure.
I knew I wasn't willing to pay my side of it. I knew that eventually I would have to, because I got friends who don't need sleep.
But how old is Kevin Durant now? Is Kevin Durant 36, 36, 37?
No, he's not old. He's not older than LeBron.
No, he's 35.
He's 35? LeBron's,
Yeah.
I mean, LeBron's going to be 40 in December.
Yeah.
All right, so he's 35.
Yes.
I started liking naps at 35. There's a different type of nap. Once you get to that age, it's like, you know, so Bam as a 27.
You start liking naps when you're 35.
Hmm?
How do you think I feel?
Yeah, you like a nap?
I like a nap.
Oh, I love a nap, dude.
I would just take a nap.
So he's just, Bam is looking at him with disdain, like the old love naps. That's how he's looking at Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
So these two are being very chummy, you know, fun bench mob. We saw the Instagram thing. But Kevin Durant decided to stir the pot a little bit more, maybe send a little bit of a signal to South Florida yesterday, because he showed up to the red carpet event. And looky-loo what he was wearing on his head. Wow.
Keep in mind, it matches nothing he's wearing.
Yeah, right?
Exactly.
It's just a rando hat.
Just a rando hat.
Why wouldn't you wear a Panthers hat, dude? The Florida Marlins are terrible.
Dude, that is interesting. Maybe because he looks at himself as a big fish.
Dang, reading between the lines, dude. That is good.
Reel it on in. Sharpen the harpoons. Excuse me, who's that?
Oh, he's back, baby.
Wow.
There you go.
That could be nothing. He could have just liked the hat, but man,
I don't know.
Any hat that you can
I
have.
thought the whale was gone.
I got it back. I took it from my son today.
Did you?
Who's that?
Stole from your child, huh?
What's that? Trade deadline? Because let's be honest, things aren't going to work out in Phoenix. They're not going to work out in Phoenix. They're not going to work out in Phoenix.
But say what you want about Kevin Durant. Isn't he leaving a trail of debris throughout the league?
Well, listen.
What's one more going to do?
It's only the last part
I'm
of
just saying, it's not, listen. It's not that he's a bad person or anything, but there's a trail of debris. Right?
I would agree.
Okay.
He doesn't seem to be happy anywhere.
Yeah, he's just a curmudgeon.
He does seem to be happy hanging around Bam.
I think he needs to be on a team that has like-minded players. And I would say Bam and Jimmy are very much like-minded players in how they go about their business.
Yeah.
Right? He ain't got to worry about the knuckleheads. He ain't got to worry about this guy doing this. All he wants to worry about is basketball. So, yes, be a hell of a spot to go to. But how's that going? Like,
we got time. We got time. It's gonna be middle of the season, baby.
Here's what I hate. I don't like trade deadline trades.
Yeah, for Durant.
I just don't. Yeah, but can't you make this work sooner?
I suppose you could. I mean, there's no restrictions on it or nothing like that.
So
here's what we need to happen, and he's good at this.
Make a stink.
He
makes a quiet stink though.
Got to make a stink.
He makes a quiet stink.
Spo's got to tell him. And D Wade was I was reading Ira's article yesterday that Spo works specifically with Kevin Durant, so he's just got to say. When he's rebounding for him, he get nice shot, Kev. Make a stink. Just put it out there. Put it out there.
Says the guy who tried to trade Spo.
No, first of all, that was many years ago. Many years ago.
Did it not happen?
It's not wrong.
I didn't trade Spo out of want. No.
You said you would trade Spo.
No, that's not. I didn't say I would trade Spo.
Oh,
it's not what I said.
What I said. Here we go.
Not
you
what
do
I said.
This all the time.
Yeah, but that's not what I said because I don't appreciate you saying things that didn't happen. What I said was at the time, it was right after Bradley Stevens got his front office job, and Pat Riley was like, "Yeah, I'm not retiring." And I was like, "Man, you think Eric Spoelstra ever gets tired that he's never going to be the grand poobah of the organization? You ever wonder if like some organization want to lure him away?" What organization would make more sense than home? Of course, the organization that his father once ran and his hometown team. But of course, I wasn't going to give up for nothing. You don't just get Spo for nothing. You had to give us
it was during Kawhi, the Kawhi trades.
No, it was later than that. It was a pandemic show. It doesn't count.
Keep going.
Dade South says typical orange cat behavior. Anyway, kind of sounds like Leroy thinks it's something, Marcos. This may be a first in game history.
This may be a first, but what isn't a first is you trading Spo. I think I have some evidence in which
I don't take your evidence because you are a manipulator of sound.
Yeah, that's fair. I may or may not have been accused of manipulating sound in the past, but I do believe during the Dame saga, which was past pandemic shows, you just wanted to, kick the tires potentially on trading Spo and Tyler Hero for Dame.
That wasn't for the Dame trades. You're talking of the summer of Dame, and that was not for the same shows, not the same talk. So if you're going to play sound from it, you're playing much more dated sound, and you're being a bastard because you're trying to make it seem like it was last summer, and it was not.
Oh, no, this is last summer. Dude.
It was not last summer.
In the summer of Dame.
Not last summer. Everybody knows what the Dame package was. Everybody knows. And by the way, Joe Cronin, I saw you traded DeAndre Ayton. Crown jewel of the Damian Lillard trade.
I didn't see that.
Now you're going to trade DeAndre Ayton. Oh, you realized he's a mope? And Scoot Henderson's going to leave you. He just signed with Rich Paul. That means he's leaving. Nobody's better than Scoot. Nobody.
What a horror. I can't believe this guy still has a job.
It's crazy. Yeah, what does he have? Does he have photos? What's going on there?
Him and Drew Smith need to be investigated. I don't understand how these people still have jobs.
I don't know. I don't like you bullying Drew Smith. It's not nice.
That's fair. I mean, we brought back Zion Pullen on like a weird Exhibit 10 contract.
Yeah, he just gets a camp tryout.
Yeah, very strange.
You know what it really is? It's a contract. It's a one-way ticket to Sioux Falls. That's what that is.
Ah, okay.
It really should be. This is your Sioux Falls contract. That's what it should be for. We'll take a break. Mix things up. Coming up next.
Mix things up.
Gotta see if there's any chili peppers on this Team USA game, man.
Hello, Jennifer.
Oh, hello.
Can I interest you in a ketchup chip?
I mean, you interested us.
Yeah, you're interested in our ears because you're like right into the bag.
Very kind of him.
Let's mix things on up here, eh, Frog Boy?
Let's do it.
The mixed bag is brought to you by Broward Health. Well into your future.
All righty then. We have some weapons. Have some weapons. No longer are we at the days of throwing fades to Tyreek Hill at the goal line.
Wow. We saw this 50-yard bomb, though, on video, dude. Somebody got it.
Still need that.
Dude. Wow.
Dime. Was it a dime, like you said? He used a curse word.
Dime, dude. A dime.
Love it. Hopefully, he'll be throwing more dimes to this target. Jonnu Smith. We got a lot of ideas on the ways that he could potentially be used, but Jonnu won't be spilling any of Mike McDaniel's secrets anytime soon. This is what the veteran tight end had to say.
Can't spill all the beans right now, my man. Can't spill all the beans. But like you said, man, like you alluded to earlier, man, Mike is phenomenal, man, at drawing things up for guys with certain skill sets. So again, I'm excited about everything that he's got coming for us.
Bam Adebayo to go over 20 points today, plus 800.
20 points though? Has he done that yet?
Against who?
Brazil.
Brazil. Do they got Rajah Bell still?
I don't know.
Do they got Banchero?
I don't think they do. No, Banchero played for Team USA. So once you declare for a team, you're out. You can't play for another country.
Okay.
Yeah, I would avoid that if I were you. Like, I know you want Bam to do well, but I just don't see him caring to score that much. I think they're going to dominate Brazil, and he won't get that much time.
Interesting. What if he gets cooking from 3?
Has he ever done that? Like, what are we talking about?
He just did that against South Sudan.
Okay, how many is cooking from 3?
3 from downtown.
All right, 20 points, though. South Sudan was his best game. What was that, 17?
18. Over 17 points is plus 550. Okay. What were you saying about Jonnu Smith?
Jonnu Smith can't spill all of Mike McDaniel's secrets on how he's going to be used in the offense. That's his first time on this team. Someone returning Emmanuel Ogbah truly feels like unfinished business with the Finns. That's what he had to say.
Yeah, I just, like I said before, I just felt like it's unfinished business, I still had to come back. I still had a lot to prove here, So, I just felt like the job wasn't done, and I'm just ready to go out there and give it my all again. So,
love it.
He said he feels more comfortable in this defense as well, which a lot of players are echoing the same sentiment. So
he's going to have more of a role.
He was a good player.
He was a good player, and they got a new coach, and that just went away because they ran a 4-3.
Yeah.
I mean, a 3-4. Sorry, 3-4.
Phased out of the defense, unfortunately. But he was a good player. He was one of our sack leaders prior to the injury that he sustained and the switch up on the defense. I think this mirrors more of what Brian Flores' defense was like. So potentially a good opportunity for Ogbah to pick up that slack. You said don't say that again?
Tua just twitched.
Quinton Bell is someone who has taken Tobin by surprise, as well as many others.
He's been good, dude. He's been good. He was just a Hard Knocks gimmick last year.
Now, this is why he thinks he's having the training camp that all of us are currently witnessing.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting a lot of great reviews and great reviews from my peers. And, people, gaining respect and gaining that trust. I just feel like I just been flying around. I feel like I have a high motor, and I feel like the faster you play, plays come to you. You're going to make plays just off playing fast. And I definitely feel like my speed and my get off and those things are my strengths. And so my main goal is just playing fast, letting the plays come to me, knowing my assignments. I'm flying around. I feel like that's the main thing I'm doing, just flying around, man, And I feel like I'm going to find the ball, and just off my speed and just off my want-to, my will, and my motor, I'm going to make plays. So.
Love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
He has been impressing. He was number 1 on the depth chart that just came out.
Ooh.
Might be a bone for Chop Robinson, as Leroy said, but still, he is impressed. Everybody has said he's been one of the best players in camp. Why are you giving me that look like you don't buy it?
Oh, yeah, right. He's first on the depth chart, Leroy. That doesn't mean anything to you.
He haven't played a game yet.
I understand. You can only win what you can win. You and I seem to always have a rift on this. Nobody is comparing what they're doing to a game. It is just the day, and you can only win the day. Mike McDaniel says today is the most important day, and that is what Quinton Bell is winning.
Can I explain to you where I'm coming from? I played a position where one of my main attributes was the ability to break tackles.
Okay.
How could I earn a job without having to do that to show what I was capable of? You understand what I'm saying? So the whole camp, it was, hey, you got to run harder. You got to do this. I'm like, but we're not tackling. So what's the point? So yeah, I get it. I understand it. Look great with shorts and helmets and earn the starting job with shorts and helmets, but that ain't football. So I get it. Go ahead and, show your excitement over a guy winning a job that ain't played a damn bit of football yet. And then we'll wait until they actually play football to make a more educated decision.
Agreed. The real football will matter more. But for everything that has been done right now, he's been good.
Okay.
What else you got, Marcos, in the mixed bag?
As you know, I travel.
Got any ketchup chips that Leroy won't rain on?
No.
Any underdog stories you want to whiz on more? He's only been cut 9 times.
Ooh.
Quinton Bell.
Okay. You know what that means? When we get to the football portion of football camp, there's a story, right? There's a story. You just don't know it yet.
Leroy, no faith in Quinton Bell.
It's not that. It's not that. It's not that I don't have any
faith in the underdog.
It's not that I don't have any faith in him.
Leroy.
It's not that I don't have faith with anything that anybody's doing now. Okay.
Yes.
But there is a reason why certain guys show out when there's no hitting. Like it happens all the time. There's wide receivers that can catch until they can get hit. Then when they get hit in the middle of the field, they can't seem to catch the ball. So, while I appreciate all the efforts of everybody and I see, this guy showing some life or whatever, it's more important that you see that in situations where football is played to make a better assessment.
You've never seen a guy in the history of your
that was great. That was great without pads and then end up
still being great. Just showed you something. Just immediately, just in the practices that were
not in the front, not on lines of scrimmage, no.
Okay.
Like wide receivers or DBs, you knew Randy was a baller from day one when he ran by everybody we had on the field. But I've also seen guys where we used to make little notes on our gloves, right? Guy run across the middle and make a one-handed catch like this. We write his name on our glove. Let's see what happens when that safety can come up and blow him up, right? It's a big difference, dude. I get it. Like you're in shorts and helmets and he's winning the day and he's doing what he can right now. But football is about the other stuff, the ability to perform when you get hit, the ability to block tackles, the ability to get rid of the ball before you get hit, right?
You want to know what I learned about Quinton Bell yesterday?
What did you learn?
Yeah. Just like Ryan Tannehill, he was a wide receiver in college.
Whoa! Damn.
He ate his way to D-line?
Yeah.
Huh. Wow. Sounds like another story we know.
Wait, I mean, they had a talk about it. It's not like he he's like, I was an average wide receiver. Guy's like, hey, ever think about doing defensive line? Sure enough.
Sounds like somebody else we know.
No more slander.
More
slander.
What else you got, Marcos? In the mixed bag.
No laughing matter when you can finally get hit across the middle, but something that has been putting some smiles on Dolphins all around practice. Apparently, according to Mike McDaniel, Tua has gotten funnier.
Oh,
we saw his show me the money.
That munion make you funyon, boy.
Right?
That munion will make you funyon. But I think Mike McDaniel is crediting QB coach Darrell Bevell for his comedic expertise rubbing off on the quarterback. This is what McDaniel had
There's
to
only
say.
one way to really establish a relationship like that, and that's pure investment on both sides. And I'm very proud at how they continue to attack, with pride, to his game and Coach Bevell's ownership in his game. And I'm happy that they get to hang out every day. And I think, Coach Bevell's sense of humor's really helped develop Tua's sense of humor. That's a behind the scenes thing. He's got a lot of jokes. Oh, he does. Maybe next time you guys talk to him, ask Coach Bevell to tell you some jokes. Low key hilarious.
Well, tell him knock jokes in the headset.
Hey,
low key hilarious.
You know how you go like this?
Whoa.
Yeah. Samesies. Samesies. You and me, the same.
It turns Irish. I don't know.
Why? What's up? You got a beard. You got.
That is the mixed bag.
Put that back up, Jennifer. Smeathan.
What, the knock joke?
Yeah, knock. Who's there?
No playoff wins.
You're just evil. Evil.
Point. What's fair is fair.
What's fair is fair indeed.
Point for two.
Take a break. Final hour coming up.
Got what you
Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Let's get the headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know.
I don't know why I had to go falsetto there. Team USA. They are going to be playing Brazil coming up at 3:30. Get to watch Bam Adebayo. Unfortunately, I did not get to watch with my Serbians. I did not get to watch Nikola Jović because he was sick. He had the bubble guts, which bummed me out. But still a great game. And if Patty
didn't need him.
Didn't need him. I mean, it looked like they were going to need him.
Yeah,
but for sure. They didn't need him. Dolphins just wrapped up practice with the Atlanta Falcons. There was a brouhaha. So there was that. And Tua. Practice is done. Okay. Tua had a bombski to Tyreek Hill. And then Tyreek Hill, this is from Barry Jackson's Twitter. He says, quote of the day from Tyreek Hill on being voted best player in the league by his peers. Quote, I told Mike McDaniel that without you, I'd still be number 15. Wow. Big honor.
Touching.
A little bit of boxing. We've been following this Canelo, Terence Crawford drama that's been going on. So Canelo yesterday had his launch press day for the Edgar Berlanga fight, which he's going to be doing in September. And, you know.
Okay, you know more about boxing than I do. Does Canelo fight a bunch of nobodies?
It's not nobodies, but it's like they really are playing to, you know, the last card on Cinco de Mayo was Mexico versus Mexico, Jaime Munguia. And Leroy will tell you, it was kind of odd. Like half the crowd loved Munguia. They were
it was one of the, I can't remember ever being to a fight with Canelo where it was 50-50.
It was crazy. It was
crazy.
It was a weird thing. He's fighting Berlanga, so this harkens back to Mexico versus Puerto Rico. Of course, many great rivalries there over the history of boxing. So they're going that route. Marcos Berlanga's undefeated, young fighter. No one thinks he has a shot in hell. So there's two fights everybody really wants to see. One of them is him versus David Benavidez. Benavidez, this is rats off a ship. He's like sick of waiting. He's been Canelo's mandatory forever. So he moved up to 175. Didn't look that great at 175 moving up, to be honest with you.
Right.
Terence Crawford, he fought this past week against Israel Madrimov. Looked good. He won the fight, but obviously,
big boy. You really can see the size difference.
Yeah, first fight that he has not finished in 11 fights. First fight in 8 years, Terence Crawford hasn't finished. So this is everybody now saying, Canelo, maybe a little bit too big.
Canelo is a moose too, so he got heavy hands.
So Canelo was on Sway's Universe, and he was explaining.
Canelo was on Sway's Universe.
Well, he speaks English now. He speaks English very well. He's now doing the press tours in English. And,
okay. Because wasn't there like a discrepancy where he thought someone was talking about his mother or something like that, and he slapped the guy?
Yes, that was 3 fights ago. That was against Caleb Plant.
Yeah,
and he slapped Caleb Plant because he called him a mother bleeper, which is very I think Americans, we throw that around very loosely. In a lot of cultures, that's a no-go.
They take it literally.
Yeah, that's a no-go. He took it literally, and then and I believe if you say that in I know if you say that to like Khabib, like the worst thing you could call him.
Wow.
So he did not take that well, but no, he speaks English very well. This was him on where things are with the Canelo fight. Sway asked him, he's like, well, where's it at? You know, would you do it? Would you do the fight or not?
Whatever I want. Comes down.
That'll work. So yeah, you're in. So if the numbers were right with Crawford, you'll do it.
Why not? Mm-hmm. I think Crawford don't get me wrong. He's a great fighter. Mm-hmm. But for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight. For me, easy money. So if the money is right, I'm in, because I don't like to fight guys like Crawford because he move a lot and the fight is not that great. I saw Crawford the last fight, and he don't move that much now. So if the money is right, I mean, why not?
How you think he did at that weight, at 154? How you think Crawford did?
They are a weight class for a reason, and you need to ask him. It's different. I know in his mind he think he can do whatever he wants because he's very talented fighter. He's a very good fighter. I like how he fight, but that's why there are weight classes.
Yeah,
and he knows now.
He knows now. You think he felt that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hey, so he basically is saying, let me translate. Crawford, you can come up here with the big boys. I ain't afraid of you, because I saw what you did moving up just a little bit of weight.
Yep.
You come up here and you're in trouble.
Could be in trouble.
When you couldn't even finish the
I gotta be honest with you. I'm still taking Crawford. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm still taking Crawford. I'm still taking him. I'm still taking him.
2 more weight classes up.
Okay, I'm still taking him.
That's rough.
I'm still taking him. Still taking him.
I like Canelo.
Fast?
I just think that he's the best boxer I've seen this side of Floyd, and I think that like Canelo says, there's a reason he doesn't like fighting fighters like him, because he's very skilled. And I think that Madrimov is a little different. He's got the fancy footwork. He's a little bit of a weird fighter to take on. He's one of these, where's he from? I don't want to get the country wrong, but he's from one of these countries where like they do a gazillion amateur fights, very tricky. I don't think it's the same fight as Canelo.
Hey, 2 words. Roy Jones.
I understand.
Roy Jones was everything. And he went up in class, and the worst thing that happened, he won.
Yes, he beat John Ruiz. But then he went back down.
Right?
Terence got to keep going up.
Okay, but I'm just saying, tell me when Roy Jones was in his prime and he went up, we didn't think the same thing we're saying about Terence Crawford right now.
Well, but he's not coming back down. Like if he had to come back down and fight Boots Ennis at like 147 again, okay, I would understand that argument.
Right? Okay.
By the way, so this annoyed me though. So this guy Turki Alalshikh, he is like
Turkey.
Yeah,
John
he
Turkey?
is. He's like his excellency. He sits there, and everybody like kisses his ass because he is throwing a lot of money into boxing, seemingly not making any. He's just like he's like a kid who just like likes being propped up. He brought a lot of those fights to Saudi Arabia. And now he's doing some more fights over in America. But he was peacocking this entire weekend. He's like, Canelo better take my offer for the Crawford fight. Then he gets up today on Twitter and he goes, just wrapped up an important meeting with my team, planning the upcoming fights for the year. I decided to disregard the Canelo fight as I don't want it anymore. And I'm like, what? Hey, Peacock, you sat here the entire time. You're like, Terence Crawford versus Canelo, Terence Crawford versus Canelo. And now all of a sudden, after Terence Crawford doesn't knock someone out, you're like, nah, never mind. What do you think?
You think it has to do with that, or the fact that he has had initial talks and somebody from Canelo said never happened?
I don't know. But you're not supposed to be like the other boxing promoters. You're supposed to be like boxing Santa Claus. Give me the fights I want, Turkey. I'm lashing out.
Yeah, because you want to see the fight.
Yeah, want it.
And you're gonna take Crawford.
Yeah.
Many people have tried to take the other side against Canelo. Many have failed.
Let me ask you this. If you and I were out for Vegas for that fight and Terence Crawford was 3-1.
Ain't enough.
That's not enough for you?
I wouldn't even consider it unless he was minus 500 or 600.
Dade South says call the birder in to intimidate him.
You see what I'm saying?
It works.
Minus 500 or 600. I wouldn't even consider it. And in fights like that, I go, will it go to distance or not?
Oh, I think it will go to distance. Canelo doesn't get
Because-
knocked out.
Huh?
Canelo doesn't get knocked out.
I'm not talking about Canelo, dude.
He's not knocking him out.
You see him knock big ass Munguia on the ground?
Yeah, McGee's not. He's not Terence Crawford.
He's not. But he was big.
He's good.
I mean, listen.
Good. He's
Munguia made Canelo look small
Yeah.
till he got hit with that right hand and he took a knee.
I did like watching the last.
Munguia, boom. Ooh.
I do like when the last 24/7 I watched with Canelo or whatever the hell they call whatever brand it was, but he's just like kicking sparring partners' ass. He goes, "Give me fresh one." I was like, "Oh my god, this guy's insane."
I'm just saying, like, we've gotten to the point where we get with all these fighters where anybody who you think poses a threat, you just go ahead on with. And I'm not doing that with Canelo. I don't care if it's Terence Crawford. I'm just saying anybody but Canelo. Now, if he fights Canelo, and here's the kicker, Terence Crawford don't need the money. So as big as the fight would be, he could say no. And Canelo said, look, there's weight classes for a reason. Usually when they say that, the dude that's coming up to them gets pounded.
Well, Canelo found that out. I mean, he lost to Bivol going up too far.
Right.
So happens.
I mean, he's firsthand experience.
We'll take a break. Back with more for this.
I don't know the
Guys
words, but I don't know the words, but
terrible.
it's something kids.
All the other kids with the pumped up
Kicks, pumped up kicks. There it is.
Yeah.
But I don't
Outrun bum guns.
I know the song. I don't know who it is or yeah.
Foster the People, I believe it is.
Yeah. See, if you have a name that's a phrase, I'm out.
I love those are the best bands.
Or just like or the group that's named after a person, but that person ain't in the band.
Like Hootie and the Blowfish?
Talking to you, Hootie.
Pink Floyd. Who the hell's Pink?
What about Floyd? Never questioned who Floyd was. He's worried about Pink, not Floyd.
Speaking of music, if you guys want to go, is Zach Brown the singer or is he named
Zach
after?
Brown is the singer,
He's
yes.
the singer. All right. Well, if you guys want to go see Zach Brown Band, Carrie Underwood, Diplo, who presents Thomas Wesley. I also saw Dustin Lynch is at the show. I like Dustin Lynch. Dustin Lynch is going to be a Country Bay Music Festival.
Thomas.
If you guys want to go right now,
Right
caller number 3 to 305-567-0560. 305-567-0560. You will win a pair of 2-day general admission passes to Country Bay Music Festival. If you don't win, still purchase your tickets at countrybaymusicfestival.com. But caller 3 right now to 305-567-0560. You'll win a pair of general admission tickets, 2-day pass for Country Bay Music Festival. Right now, quarterfinal going on. France leads Canada 56-49. You got 2 minutes left in the third.
Ooh.
Low scoring game.
Been some good games. Wemby, he's tall. Oof.
Is he doing freak things or has he taken a step back in international play?
I mean, I haven't been paying attention to this much as my Serbians, to be honest with you there, Frog Boy, so I'm not quite sure.
Right.
But I did realize that this guy's probably 6'9", and he's right into Wembanyama's armpits. It's gotta be a weird feeling.
A piece?
It's amazing when you see Bam and LeBron standing next to each other, and then you really realize LeBron is a big dude.
Yep. He's a moose. He's a giant. LeBron about to put the flexing on Brazil in about 2 hours' time.
All right.
Looking forward to that. And hopefully get a little bit more action than we did in the Serbian game because Jović was hurt. Wembanyama just hit a bucket there, Marcos. Your faves. Oh, he's talking to the Country Bay guy. Meanwhile, the Dolphins have wrapped up practice today. Saw Calais Campbell speak to the media. He's a giant.
Yeah. It's a giant. We did pretty good today. We had a little fight, but that's part of football. I tried to get everybody together and say, let's have a clean, because I know most of the guys on both teams, but that didn't work. So it's competition. It's competition. You're going to get some of that, and we're going to be able to move and grow from this.
What do you think, Calais, about the rookie being involved in the brouhaha?
Oh, those rookies got a lot of energy. See, I don't have that energy no more. So I tried to talk him in. Hey, if you're going to have that fight, have it over there. I don't want to have to get involved.
I do feel like Calais Campbell has no time for that.
No.
Too hot, too big, too old.
What happens is let me tell you how because you always have fights, right? But most of the time, so see, usually what happens is the offense is on one field, the defense is on the other field.
Yep.
Right? And so when you see a fight over there, you can do what I do. Let me tell you what I used to do. I used to go, fight! And I take 3 hard steps. And they say, oh, no. All right, see? Now I can say I was going to go over there and make something happen.
Exactly.
Right? Now, if you're closer to the fight, right, then you go and stand next to another guy don't want to fight. And y'all just hold each other back.
Let's make it look good.
Right? Yeah. So that's how it is. But normally, I'm telling you, it's always linebackers and tight ends. They fight all the damn time. All the time. And DBs and wide receivers because they talk trash to each other.
Exactly how it started today.
DB and wide receiver?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you.
Started
Like,
today.
it's also, listen, here's the other thing. The farther you get away from contact, the more inclined they are to fight. I don't know why that is. But when you get to where, on that 9 and 7 drill,
yep,
where everybody splitting wigs and you running downhill and all that, there's no fights. You ain't got the energy for that.
No fights. No goals. No goals. Who won the tickets, Marcos?
Joaquin from Hialeah.
Oh, congrats to Joaquin.
All right.
We will give away another pair of those Country Bay 2-day passes coming up tomorrow, everybody.
Yeah.
Be on the listen and look out for that. Hey, Gullen is making me have a meeting right now.
So check this out. Check this out. Next time I come in, I'm bringing my whiteboard. I'm going to get a whiteboard.
Yep.
And yeah.
Intangible board.
So I could show you my trick plays?
No.
That just reminded me, Tobin, you never
He never
showed
did.
us.
He never
The boot scoot boogie? Bootleg scoot boogie?
Wait, can I just say this? You my guy.
Yeah.
But you talk more ish than a little bit. And so that's why I always try to put you on the spot to get you
put
to
the axe
do
down.
stuff. Put the axe down because you're gonna accidentally cut yourself.
What do you mean?
No, sir, it's too close to your head.
I got my
This cloak says not
I got
that
my
close.
aqua and orange flannel in order on Amazon. The lumberjacks are coming. Chop chop. Wow.
The last person that played the old axe game got his foot chopped off. Damn.
Sure, Jack Del Rio, idiot.
Yeah. Why
Don't put it towards your head.
Can I ask you a question? Why can't you have more friendlier props? Like you've had fire, you got an axe.
It was a close set though.
That's a close set too. So you can't get out of the way of that axe when you drop it.
I'm an expert with the axe, dude. I can chop
I don't
wood.
know. I don't think so.
An expert, one may say. Thank
point.
you.
-1.
Thank
-1.
you.
Point.
Giving you a -1.
Hey, look, Leroy, point or -1?
I mean, I don't want to give you a point, but
-1.
That's fair.
no, I was gonna say, but you kind of earned it. It was
Begrudgingly.
Yeah, I begrudgingly. What's fair is fair. It required a little chuckle, right? Couldn't get the mini axe. No, because then if he had the mini axe, he'd be a Viking.
Oh, Ragnar Lothbrok. All right, we'll take a break. Gullen's making me have a meeting, so you guys will take it home.
Let's do it.
Does he know what time it is?
Gullen.
Silly sauce.
This hour of Tobin and
Welcome on back to the Tobin and Leroy show. Leroy.
Frog boy.
Got the Olympic watching on your radar for today. Anything that has piqued your interest? 3:30, we got the USA team.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick the tires. I'm gonna kick the tires on that.
Sweet.
I usually just peruse. Let me tell you something. I've been caught up in this ping pong.
Oh, yeah, you've been big on the ping pong as a recently.
I mean, I just like the
Isn't
back
it
and
crazy?
forth.
All their
tricks and tactics and how they can hit the ball that fast.
Very
and
intense.
Then spin it, and oh my goodness.
No, it is intense. It is impressive. The kind of spin and curve they can put on the ball is amazing. It really is amazing. It takes hand-eye coordination that I do not possess. Ping pong, air hockey.
Now I'm gonna tell you what sport
do none of that.
Hurts just watching.
What?
Not the pole vault, not the gymnastics. Field hockey.
Field hockey.
To run that much hunched over.
Hunched over, dude.
Yeah.
That is a hunch.
That hurts my back thinking about it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
And what are we really doing here with the field hockey thing? Like, just get on some skates and learn how to play the real sport. Don't.
Well, I wouldn't be able to do like a kind of they do hockey now outdoors.
Yeah,
without the ice on rollerblades, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, like this.
And it looks like so much fun too.
What? Field hockey?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
That's lacrosse, to be honest.
Every time I do it, it hurts. In lacrosse, you can make the stick long, you can make it short. Some guys have big nets, some guys have little net. Come on.
Yeah. That's all right. The main thing I know we'll all be watching at 3:30 is when
hunch hockey. It is.
Hunch hockey?
The stick is too little. Why can't I have a longer stick? My back hurts.
That is a fair criticism of field hockey. I'll let them know. I'll submit that to the Olympic Committee.
We got that, but not baseball.
Yeah. Flag football, you saw making its way to the Olympics as well.
That would be cool.
I thought that'd be cool. That'd be interesting as well. But again, it's going to be the same situation in which like we won't be able to use our best players. Like Tyreek Hill won't be out there.
How do you know?
I don't know. Isn't that like kind of a thing? I know prior to them allowing like the dream team in, we were only allowed collegiate players to play basketball. See, and then now, like with the 3-on-3 tournaments or even the relay that you were talking about the other day, Leroy, remember? Like,
oh my goodness.
You're not going to have your best people out there, I don't think. It just doesn't seem like it's feasible to.
Now, I will say this. One thing I've learned. Netherlands got fast people. I don't know where that's a small country. I don't know where they come from. Right?
Yeah, they used to have a guy that played for the soccer team that was pretty fast.
Who else? They have you know what I found? I've had no interest in the soccer.
Yeah, I've actually not
I
paid
haven't seen not one.
I haven't watched either.
Right.
I don't know. It wasn't like there was recently a tournament that we got eliminated from. Ever since then, I stopped paying attention. But
the Copa Cup or the Cup,
actually, you know what's interesting? There's soccer going on right now. Actually, women's in the semifinal against Germany in the second half. Yeah, in the 84th minute, it is 0-0 at the moment.
Okay.
And this is based off what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a couple like recognizable names here.
Yeah,
like, I know.
I've watched a women's game, part of a women's game, but yeah.
I know Trinity Rodman, if I'm not mistaken, obviously related to Dennis. That's someone who I know is on our normal squad. I do recognize that name for sure. So it's not like there's subs out there. Yeah.
At 1:57 p.m., there's going to be women's hammer throw.
Hammer throw? What the hell is a hammer throw?
That's exciting.
Wait. First of all, be prepared for the women throwing that hammer. Because their hammer is not light.
No.
They're very similar to the shot put ladies.
What is this hammer throw though? Oh, okay. I've seen this before. Yeah, this is like,
remember the movie Matilda?
Yes, that is the best.
Miss
Best.
Trunchbull. That's what she would do.
Yeah, exactly. That, or that thing that 90s toy you would attach to your ankle and try to like skip over it or something like that. Never.
Well, I'm
necessarily
actually very intrigued by this. I'm gonna
Hammer
watch
throw.
it.
skip it.
Hey,
He informs me.
I've been
I've
been just in awe of the pole vault fails.
Oof.
That looks frightening.
There was one specific pole vault fail that got viral as a man's family jewels prevented him from advancing in the Olympics. Lucky for him, though, he was offered a $250,000 deal from an adult website after his prized possession became one of the most notable things to happen at the Olympics. We're going to talk about how Simone Biles took home gold, how Noah Lyles in the fastest 100 meter ever, and that guy who got his junk.
That
hit
wasn't the
by the pole.
fastest 100 meters ever.
Oh, I mean, the tightest is what I should have said. The tightest
fastest human
yeah.
of the year. He wasn't the fastest 100.
Well, I don't even know if he won that damn race based off of the angles that I saw.
It was
but
like
I'll take
5 of them on the line.
It really, imagine that. Imagine like a 0.3 seconds, 0.03 seconds, I don't know, is going to be what separates you from either winning a medal or people not even knowing you were there.
Right.
It's crazy. Really is crazy. I'm interested to see how Team USA, how much they play their starters, seeing as, for the most part, they're a shoe-in for the final.
Are they?
I mean, who's stepping up to them?
You can't. That's what they said about South Sudan.
Yeah, they're pretty good, but not good enough.
Okay.
Not good enough.
You got to be pretty good if you made it to this point. You can't take that for granted.
Yeah. Now
JFigs make assumptions. You can't. There are no assumptions in sports.
Now I'm out
go
here
out there
looking.
and you handle your business and worry about it later, but not before the game starts saying, "Oh, we're gonna sit our guys and do this." No, you go out there to throttle them.
Now I'm watching highlights of this hammer throw thing, and I can't stop. I'm addicted.
Do they spin around in a circle, right?
Yeah, they spin around in a circle. They have
it's very similar to the shot put. They spin around that little circle.
Yeah, shot put or discus. But this one is like a heavy ass ball on a chain. They just swing around and throw that thing. Yesterday,
so it's not a hammer.
It's not a hammer. There is no hammer involved. It is a ball on a chain, and they're throwing
it's not a hammer.
I mean, what is a hammer, right? The one that I know is a tool, right?
Like
but
Thor.
then,
Like
exactly,
yeah,
for sure, with a handle and a metal top. Nope,
right,
It's
not a
like
ball.
Yeah, no, this is a ball on a chain. This is a ball on a chain. But I'm not gonna lie to you, based off what you're telling me about the the Viking show, this looks like this could be a weapon.
Oh no, they have them. They have the ball on the chain. Oh yeah, all the
on Vikings.
Oh yeah. No, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. If you want, if you want to understand what crazy people do, go watch Vikings. But here's the kicker.
Yeah.
Here's the weird thing about it. You know who the most powerful nation in the world back then was?
Wherever the hell the Vikings were coming from.
No.
But weren't you saying this earlier in the
Pope
show? Like before
and
the
the
show?
church.
Oh, the Pope. Yeah, the church.
Could nothing happen in the world without the Pope okaying it.
Yeah,
and they had the biggest armies, and they had it was crazy. So whatever you did, even if you got married, you had to get the okay of the Pope.
Have you seen Last Kingdom?
Yes, I did. Is that Uhtred?
Last Kingdom?
There, Last Kingdom. I watched Last Kingdom. I
watched some of it.
Last Kingdom is good.
Yeah, you guys like
Vikings
these European shows.
Vikings goes, I think it was like 5 or 6 seasons regularly, and now they do Valhalla, and there's 3 seasons of that.
Leroy, you went from not watching shows where electricity wasn't involved to like you've eaten up the entire lore of Europe.
Pandemic got us all.
You were the one that also got me into Warrior Nun.
Warrior Nun's good too.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
You guys need a job. All right. You
No,
guys
dude,
need
I'm
to
telling
do
you,
something.
when you at home and like usually I'll watch. Here's what happened.
Warrior none.
I was watching it because I didn't know there was a third season. So I started watching it. And then once I got to the last episode of House of Dragons, I'm like, well, I might as well go ahead on and finish Vikings because I had one more episode of that too. And yeah, but the season endings for Vikings, whoo, action.
Way better than the ones that are that I've seen for House of Dragons thus far.
Yes. And there's always a favorite. And you know what? Did you watch Game of Thrones?
No.
You watch Game of Thrones, Marcos?
Yeah, I did.
Every one of these shows has a little finger.
Yeah, for sure.
Where
little spy.
He just doing what he can to survive, and he become friends with everybody and just kind of whisper in somebody's ear what they should do. We got a guy here. Got a guy in Vikings.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a master of whispers.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's the way. You got the Warriors, the guys that go crazy with it. Their Olympic hammers. But then you got the guys that use the gift of gab to get up to the top. You know, that's how your boy Frog Boy gets things done. You know, the gift of gab. I done made it all the way to the top of the top. As I look at gifts that were dropped off for Joe Rose earlier, and not for your boy. Not for your boy.
I would say show up to work more often.
Hey! I'm in the building. All right, I'm in the building. With that being said, I will be missing Thursday though. Just so you guys
are you serious? What is wrong with you?
You gotta get the money, baby.
Hey, I love the way he just kind of drops it, but like he'll say, "Hey, I told you guys."
No, this morning he gave you a scare.
Oh
yeah, I tell you, I was gonna lead it on that one for a little bit too.
No, you
I was texting, oh, sorry.
I seen Trevor sitting in that chair. I'm like,
we were so confused.
It would have been an interesting show because I believe I heard Trevor's exact words as he was exiting the studio. I just like to piss Florida people off. I'm like, what are you, Schmeeth and Schmolnik? Get out of here, dude.
And then you say I'm too mean to him. See?
That's fair. Well, that's fair. Way nicer than Jimmy, though. Jimmy comes over here. He demands, there's no respect for our show, Leroy. I want you to know.
Jimmy's a mean boy.
Jimmy comes in here. He does whatever he wants.
Like our show's not even going on. He's back there doing his prep work.
Like it's not even going on. This guy doesn't care about us. I got Steph who comes in here. He wants to yap my ear off. Gullen is scheduling Tobin for meetings in the middle of our show.
There's
no respect.
Wait, you want me to tell you why?
Why is that?
You ready?
Yeah.
Here's the kicker.
All right.
Is it because you're not the best athlete? Is that what's going on?
He didn't want Solana to miss any of his show.
That's true. Oh, so it's a meeting with Solana. That stinking Solana. I knew Solana was at the center of all of this.
So
always at the center. He's always at the center of this division, dude. Sick of it. By the way, he gave me a cold slice of pizza the other day, too, that I was told could have gotten me very sick because he had just kept it on top of his oven for more than 24 hours. It was a Kendall pizzeria.
Which one?
I don't even remember because I was too busy trying not to die. But Manhattans, Jimmy informs me.
I will say this. Cheese on a pizza does have a very long shelf life. Right?
Bro, he brought the box of pizza. Mind you.
What type of pizza was it? Was it just cheese?
It was cheese pizza. It was sometimes you put it in the fridge. No, it was on top of his stove for more than 20
minutes. Did he tell you that before?
He lied to you. It's more than a week old.
He's like, hey, I got some pizza. I know no one's here, but I got some pizza. And I look at him.
Wait, did he tell you before you ate it?
No, he said, I just got some pizza. I saw it and I was like, okay, well, clearly this pizza's been out for quite some time, But I was like, all right, maybe he got it at noon or something. No, he got it at noon the previous day.
No, I don't think it was the previous day. It was the previous week.
Yeah, so that is why I will be out Thursday because
my mother-in-law, you know how you have the cheese slices in the pack?
Yeah.
If one's green, I'm throwing it all away.
Oh yeah.
She just peels back so it's not green.
No,
so you can't trust.
Can't trust
when she goes through the refrigerator. Like,
I see one wrong thing.
Yes.
Food. And
yes,
it's out.
that's it. It's out.
Just blow that mold off. It's no
Blow it
biggie.
off.
It's growing from the core.
Mold has
okay?
hair. They have hairs on it to withstand your breath.
Blue cheese is mold.
That's why I don't eat blue cheese.
That's fair.
Crumbled blue cheese with the little purple specks in it or blue specks.
That makes me so uncomfortable.
Yes.
So uncomfortable.
Like it is molded cheese.
It's gross, dude. It's gross indeed.
People put it on their wings.
Yeah.
Chunky
All right,
blue
tomorrow we'll be back. Our boy Tobin live from the Tobe Studios. Leroy will be home as well. JFigs said she's going to make an appearance in studio.
Oh,
yeah?
see at 10-12.
That's what she said.
Nice.
Get to see her. But we'll be back
Just
tomorrow.
say you
We'll be
miss me.
breaking down more Miami Dolphins. I miss you. We'll see if there's any more Heat rumors Tobin can drum up. And if they give me another opportunity to host a segment, we're going to have to play a game. I don't know what they're thinking. But we got that and much more silly sauce when we come back. We will talk to you tomorrow.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.